Blaised. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's your boy Blaze for another Get Blaze podcast. Today we're in Miami, Florida. Don't let it confuse you, my surroundings. We're in Miami, Florida. But it's a big day today because it's Get Blazed. And it's not only just a Get Blazed show where you guys can get involved. It's where we're going to listen and watch promos. The game's still going to decide who wins, who loses. But we're about to take this to another level. We're going to have some recorded audio promos played. We're going to have a couple video promos recorded, played. We will have a couple people here live. If you want to do your final promo, the StreamYard link has been sent to Facebook, to Discord, to the private chats. Get your ass in here and drop a promo. Totes, you still got one left to do. You don't have to do 3, but Totes, you still got one to drop. Could be the deciding factor. We have I just got done talking with some of the judges. We got about 4 out of these 11 matches that are super close. HSW, formerly Frost Freeman, now Kyle Graves, still getting used to that name. The world champion Mordred Nightwalker is here. Assassin Kid is in the house. Logan Windsor is here. Brooklyn Joker's here. Tiffany, Jesse. Hey, we're cooking. We're all over. Chance is in the building. Well, hello there, Tiny Tiger. Listen to the Clips album. You got to listen to the new Raekwon that came out the other day. Yeah. All right, so let's get down to business. I literally have paper everywhere. I have this list, which shows 57 promos you guys cut for this event. That is incredible. 57 promos you guys cut for this event. And that's not counting the bonus ones we got from Savage and Dubs with that extra match that we have. And we'll get more into that because that may mean a little bit of the gift of gab overlap. Great show earlier today by Totes. Very informative. Great show by Odds earlier tonight. He always rocks it. So those who have a promo left, here is the list of those who have one promo left. We got Mordred, and the world champ is in the green room, so we're going to hear from him. Count Z still has one. Dragonheart, and he's in the green room. Storm, and he sent one in. Sam and Ryan still have an opportunity. Totes can still get one in. Goddess and Tiffany, I think, for the women. Let me see. Goddess never did her third one. And you don't have to do 3 promos. I just said up to 3 promos. And let me tell this before we get into it. Everyone did so good with the promos. If you are in the company, please go and check it out. I'm going to bring up our Discord so you guys can actually go through and look at some of the promos. I can't read them all. Like I said, there was 57 promos. That's incredible. So we're going to get right down to it. No commercials today, no extra fluff. We got to get right down to the business. We're going to listen to about 12 promos. They're about 3 minutes long. We're going to watch a few promos. And then we got three people in the green room that want to drop their final promo. So plus 2 recorded promos. So this is going to be good. If you're new to promos, I mean, Tiny put it pretty well in our Facebook private chat. Listen, learn. I'm learning all the time. There's no one way to cut a promo, but we'll talk a little bit more about it. The only one criticism I had, because everyone did fantastic. A couple people could do a little better, like try a little harder, I guess. And some people's inexperience showed, but all in all, there's a lot of really close ones. I don't have the final decisions yet. These promos they dropped today may decide another way. Hey, I got this shirt up when we were on the moon. What's up, Rick? GZW in the house. So today it is promo based. So if you know anybody out there that loves e-fetting and loves promos, send this out to them right now. We're going to watch a couple. We're going to listen to that promo in a minute, Totes. And you're more than welcome to come in and drop your final one too. The written promos were due by last night. And I got 2 video promos we're going to play, and a couple video promos that people posted we're also going to play. We also will have 1 game of roulette for the final match for the next Pick Your Poison show. Thursday was Pick Your Poison. That was fun. That's when you guys booked the whole show. We also have the 3-ring circus coming out, so you guys will be able to pick one of 4 categories for your wrestler. Middy's in the house. Great to see you. So please, this is a very important episode. This is where we're bringing promos back into the game more. It's something a lot of you guys have been asking for, but there are rules. There have been limitations. I know it's hard to keep it 300 words, and it got to be a TV product. And please remember, we're in the year 2100. LTD is the only place to fight on the Combat Kingdom. You guys know I do the gathering where we do connect other companies, and I honor and respect all the other companies out there. But when you're in character doing a promo, there's no other companies in LTD. We're the only one on the planet. And it's the year 2100. So like any references to something that's happening in the year 2025 won't make sense in this world. You know what I mean? All right. So we do have a handful of people. We have another person dropping in to drop their final promo, which he should have been on that list up there, but we'll get to the promos here in a little bit. I'm going to quickly do a little reviewing. We're not going to go over all the match cards or nothing. I thought about that. But for the past month, at least, I've been promoting Gift of Gab. So if you didn't get it in at this time, these first three Gift of Gabs have been tests. They're tests to try to figure out how we want to do this. Last time we did a little different than this time. I am testing out different ways, and we're going to combine them all. I mean, if I have to split the roster into two and have promo-based show and a non-promo-based show, we might do that. Who knows? You'll have to drop it live, Totes, because the Discord promos were closed on Friday night. The only way that list of people can get their final promo in is live on this show. So I'm going to get to that point as quickly as I can. We're going to go through the promos. Moon City. We just came back from Moon City. Go watch the show. I ain't going over the whole thing. Breakthrough. LIT. I will take 1 second to talk about this. These are the new recruits. Hold on. I know I got the list of new recruits here somewhere. Mr. Amazing, Jerry Bennett, Iron Taylor, Laura Wells, Dallas Cole. So we have some new people trying to get onto the roster. What's up, Atticus? So if people were just trying out, like last time it was, who was it? Butterfly. She did amazing her first time promoing. Witcher did a real good job promoing. A lot of people stepped back for this one because I said I wanted the best of this one because I didn't want anyone to really get buried. We'll figure it out. Azrael's in the house. What's up? Temple's in the building. How you doing? So the breakthrough, we'll have two more breakthroughs. We'll have another one where we'll have more matches for those recruits, and then we'll have the final breakthrough for the LIT7 new recruits to see who gets in a full-time roster. Cage Fury was Wednesday night, all cage matches. That was pretty crazy. And that's where we found out we also have aliens here. We found that all through week. The aliens have returned. We have Alien Blue and Alien Red. We do not know who they are. I was forced to fight in the War Games, and so was the Shmoo. He forgot to wear his damn alien mask. But the question remains, who are they, aliens, or are they wrestlers under the mask? We'll find out. Kelly, what's happening, our man? So just to review a couple things, when we talk about Gift of Gab, and when you do your promos, because the next set of promos will be against 3 other people in 4 ways. And then for the people that lose today, their next promos will be to try to get back into the finals or the semifinals. We'll explain that coming up here tonight. So there's going to be mistakes made with this. There's going to be people that, forgot the promo or forgot to get into it. That's fine. When we do Gift of Gab 4, I'm hoping to have more people, maybe a different way to do it. I need more judges probably too. Because I do have really good judges, but I want more opinion. It's not my opinion. Who wins and loses these are not my opinion. They're some of my opinion, but they're also your votes on Discord as a collective group. And I have 4 or 5 judges that I could tap into now. And the next time around, I'll ask you guys as a collective, not only can you vote, But if you've read all the promos, send me your grades and I'll count them in the consensus of the vote. So we get a big audience of answers to pick from. Andy Price is in the house. All right, let's get to it. I don't want to, I always waste time on these podcasts. Today's a very important one because we're going to watch live promos. We're going to hear live promos, and we're going to listen to a bunch of promos. Scorpion's in the building. What's happening? My advice to those who are new doing things is look at everything that's submitted, see how people, watch how people are doing stuff. There's some people that are doing really good with making a setting, like he's standing in an alley and it's dark and it's real descriptive. But you got to be careful not to get too descriptive because there's a word limit. And that's tough for people that are used to writing. I know that. But you got to think of this as a TV segment, not an old school promo or a WU promo. This is a TV segment, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Well, if you're doing a video, it's 3 minutes. So you got, so make sure I'm still learning. I've learned a bunch of stuff. I was talking to Totes on his live stream earlier, how when we do podcasts, when we do these things, we're learning too. We've come such a long way as the e-fetting community. You guys have asked for promos and different titles and different events and different types of matches. You guys run this company. You really do. And I have to have it that way. We do roulette, so you guys book matches, everything. So here is the roster for July. If your name is missing and you were on it last season, just drop me a DM. We can storyline you back in somehow. Right now, we have 60 men and we have 28 ladies. So we're just about capped. So we're right about 90 people. That's where I want to keep it. I'd love to be lower, but I love you guys. You guys are all great. You all contribute in different ways. Some of you are at every show. Some of you are great at promo. Some of you are great at being in, so what I want you guys to realize too, when you're doing your promos, you're in the year 2100. There's no other companies out there. I get it. That's tough because everyone's live. So you can't refer to a different wrestling company, or you can't refer to something that's going on in the year 2025 because we're in the year 2100. Those are little minor things. You want to make sure you spell things correctly, run it grammar and spelling. To some judges that matters. To some judges that doesn't matter as much. To some the content matters. I want to be able to close my mind and see your promo. You know what I mean? Close my eyes. So Azrael, you can do, here's another thing. You can type out a promo and have AI do one for you. You know what I mean? You can do a video promo and talk for 30 seconds. Or just don't be in the promo stuff. That's okay. There's probably 20 people at least in this list that don't want to do promos. I don't want to alienate you guys. I don't want to kick you out of the company. I want you to be a part of the company. But this roster over here is amazing. You guys are all great people behind the roster. I love you all. And if you're not on this list and you want to come back or you're new, get a hold of me. We'll work on something. But it's not a fly-by-night company anymore. You have to if you're not getting involved. Oh, I get it. A lot of us deal with anxiety and I have a stutter, but I've tried to get over it. And a lot of times when I do shows, I don't stutter as much. Anxiety brings the stutter. But I need you guys to, even if you think you're the best at promoing, you can learn more. I guess that's what we're doing. Have fun with it. Win or lose. The promos aren't deciding the winners and losses. This is not a sim fed. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm not messing. I'm only messing with stats. If you lose the promo war, that's your boost. I've never messed with anybody's stats for 7 years. That's why everybody's 100. We've had other people that were, say I'm a 90 in your company. There's ways to set up your sliders where, finisher and signature are all the way down. And you're not really, truly doing it. We're not trying to trick the game. I don't want people that are trying to, gamers are always trying to find workarounds and shortcuts. You know what I mean? It's been in gaming forever. You find a workaround, you find a cheat code, so to speak, in the game. That's why I want to try to make this all your creations. You submit them. I test them. We'll see how your creations do here. You know what I mean? Doing like that. It's a universe of universe. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want, Odds. I want this to be the place, the hub where you guys from all these other universes can submit your character and test it. I have a couple things that I do, 100 overalls, and, I don't really use all the things in universe. And there's certain things I do differently, but I have reason to all of them. There's rhyme to all of my reasons. And there's reasons to all of my rhymes. Because number one, if I'm, and there's no alts, no nothing. All these people are people that are involved. They're either DMing me, they're in the live chats, they're in the Discord typing stuff. And the Discord is where I'm really, really getting going. And people are falling in love with promoing again. I love it. Discord advice. Yeah, here's the other thing. Tiny, Mord, Chance, Cassie, Totes, Solo. There's so many people that are willing to give advice and help. It's a process. And that's why a lot of my things that I do are a process. Gift to Gab, gathering. My first few gatherings were a test to see how I wanted to do it. These 3 gift to Gabs, the summit. We tested out the summit last time. I'm going to bring the summit back because that helps us all out. But here is the roster. I love this roster. I love each and every one of you guys. Your wrestlers will go through loss streaks. You'll go through winning streaks. Have fun with it. Now we have promos more, and you're going to love that a couple people use the actual game to drop their promos. I want to get to those really quick. Teams. Coming up in August, we're going to do, and I'll talk about this later a little more. You will pick, do I want my character to compete in the tag team division, the G6 division, the mixed tag division, or the singles division going for the triple threat briefcase? You have 4 choices for your wrestler. Now, here's the tough part. If you're going G6, the other 2 have to agree. That's where they want to put their wrestler. We will have qualifiers for each. Obviously, we're going for the championships in each division. And the triple threat briefcase for singles will be tougher to get. But if you get it, you're going to get 3 championship opportunities for either the Battle Queen division or the active roster. All right. Mitch is in the house. What's up, Mitch? It's like if a spider saved his planet and then to boast about it on another. Wouldn't make sense. Yeah. I mean, the rule in e-fedding has always been don't talk about another e-fed. But even more so here, that's why I moved us to the year 2100. So now it won't make sense. So we really didn't dock a lot of wrestlers if you mentioned a different company or talked about something that's going on in the year 2025 in your promos. But take a mental note. Grammar, punctuation, some of that stuff matters. You'll see a couple people that made really short promos. Sometimes that works, but you need a little more. Your promo can't be 1 sentence. Your promo can't be 800 words. It's got to be around 300. Yeah, you got, and I don't mean to be a dick about this, or maybe I do. Maybe I'll bring heel Blaze out. Maybe it's the only way you guys will listen. Use Discord more. Put it on your phone. It doesn't use as much resources as it used to do on phones. You can mute everything. You can edit Discord so you don't hear any alerts, get any alerts. Choose where you want to look at it. So, yeah, and don't be afraid to be in character. And I saw Kelly getting really involved and loving it. And we'll talk about the matchups here in a little bit. So if you have a team and it's not on the list, let me know. And coming closer to the end of July, beginning of August, you'll pick a category. Tag team. We have some people that already have. Gav and Rex, unfortunately, are in the tag division. R&R's in the tag division. Joker and Caliber's in the tag division. And that's just for 1 month. That's just for 1 month. And then we'll go back to you can be in all kinds of matches. All right. Here we go. We are the champions, my friends. So here's your champions right now. Jeff Matthews, the new lethal champ. Jesse Jackhammer, the Crazy 8 champ. Drum Monkey, now a Grand Slam champion, winning his 4th singles title, the Blitzkrieg title. JP still got the internet title. Double Trouble is your tag champs. For some reason in universe mode, if I don't have the titles associated to someone in a show, it's kicking my champs out. I know we talked about that, Totes, the other day, that in the last couple games, you didn't have to have a title on a show for it to show up on them. for some reason it kicked every title who's like, if I don't have 3 shows and all my titles represented, it keeps kicking the belts off of them like it used to. So I don't know. I mean, we're all dealing with new glitches and problems recently. So yeah, Drum finally got Grand Slam status. So you don't have to promo, people. Don't think it's not a required thing. That's why I only have promo booths for this tournament. And the promos aren't deciding the matches. It adds story to it. Like, I'll be honest. What I eventually want to do is get deeper into your promos and pull things out of it to put more into storylines. There's a couple, really good one-liners you guys had in promos. I mean, super good shit. Like, amazing writing. You guys are astounding in promos. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. These are your champions. Wolf's Den still your G6 champs. Lanale. And now, Emily, if you're still here, I don't know if you've heard me talking about Lanale Island. Here in the year 2100, there is now an island, which is known as Lanale Island, which those 3 and their people own. All right, let's keep it moving. So, Mitty. So, I'll announce you, Patty, and Firestar from Lanale Island. So, here in the year 2100, there's an island called Lanale Island. If you talk about Australia, there is no Australia. It's called New Australia because we had to rebuild it. It got It got destroyed. You know what I mean? So you're in the year 2100. Only 1/2 of the population is left. Most places are wastelands. There are all the cities that aren't where we have shows. They don't exist anymore. It's all desert and wasteland. Yes, and that's a great point. The promos may not have decided your wins and losses for this tournament. The boost may have helped, but it's building your character. I've learned there's some people that are doing flashbacks and like character development in their promos. That's what I want. You guys are building your characters now. Lita's, yeah, you're so proud of Jeff. You picked Mord for your mixed tag partner. Prime time in the house. I want to get to the good stuff, man. We got a lot of stuff to get to. All right, Gift of Gab. Here, I've already talked about it the whole show. We're going to get... So, and this is my new motto that I've been saying on the shows too. Use your imagination, test your creation against over 90 other creators, and play the character, play the role, and tell your story, win or lose as you battle for gold in the Combat Kingdom. It's the Gladiators Playground in the year 2100. Who will rule as champion? That should summarize what we do. I'm going to bring back, speaking of cover stories, I'm going to bring back the LTD magazine too. The winners of Gift of Gab will be on the next cover. I was going to do one the other day, but I'm fixing tattoos for a fucking year. All right. So here is the rules. I tried over and over and over in 2017, 2018, 2019 to let you guys just go willy-nilly promoing. It didn't work. So now I had to kind of reel it in. That's my old stuff. And I wanted you guys to have structure to how I want the promos. If you're doing a promo in the live chat, that's one way. You're just blasting off as your character. If you're doing a promo in the open chat in the Discord, that's just banter. That's like locker room chat as you go by and you're just talking to people. If you're doing a promo in the TV promo chat, these are the rules. 300 words, 3 minutes, a TV style, do a setting. You can't reply and do back and forth unless it's planned. It's a TV show. That Discord channel should be like turning on a TV channel and reading promos, watching promos, listening to promos. And we're going to dive into that in just a minute and show you my Discord and listen to and watch promos. There's Count. There's Monstar. Logo Stars here. So we're about to get into the promos. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is what I love to do. This is to involve you guys. These are the matchups for round 1. I was going to do 16, but what we're going to do is there'll be 7 winners, and then the 7 losers will get to promo for 2 days, 3 days to try to get back in as one of the fatal four-way competitors. There's going to be 2 fatal four-ways, which means in round 2 to semifinals, you're promoing against 3 people. No, you're a TV channel. No, you're a TV channel. No, you are. So I also structured these. Mordred and Count were already set up for a world title fight. That'll be for the world title today. Plus, those are the 2, and I told you, I challenged everybody. They have been dominating this competition in Gab 1 and 2. Now, Storm won the last one and then won the world title. Doesn't mean you win this event just because you are the best promoer. It's a promo boost tournament. Number 1, it gives you anywhere from a 5 to 20 point attribute lead in your fight, which doesn't mean you're definitely going to win. We've had a 38 beat 100. All right. Dragonheart and Brooklyn Joker was a challenge match, so we made that one. Atticus and Kelly, we saw them fight the other day in a underground match to set up theirs. Totes and Vipiro know each other, and they were doing audio. We're going to listen to their audio promos here in a minute. Sam and Ryan, I started testing them a month ago. Ryan and Sam, I put them in a group chat in Discord, told them, here, plan stuff out, work with your promos. That was the base of this event. Sam and Ryan set the tone for this event. I was in the chat with them in Discord. So right now there's a chat in Discord for each one of these 7 groups, and I'm in there with them. And we're talking about what we're going to promo. Make it make sense. That's what actors do. Have a script. Why don't we have a script with you guys? I'm going to do my Ryback for you guys. So now private chats have helped this show out so much in the last 2 years. Planning storylines, making sure you guys don't do stuff, that will affect the storylines, et cetera, et cetera. Austin and Storm, Andy and Shadow, very similar characters. That's why very quiet characters, quiet assassins. I wanted those 2 to promo against each other. So there's reasons for all the matchups, and they have been phenomenal. SJ, Ray, and Whisper, Tiffany and Diamond, Carmen challenged Goddess, Kelly challenged Angela. Some of these are challenges. I let you guys first come, first serve basis, pick who you want. So the 4 that win will fight in a 4-way on Wednesday. The 4 that lose will try to promo their way right back into the finals. So it's double elimination, basically. So 4 winners will fight to go to the finals. 4 losers will promo to be back into the finals, directly to the finals. So ladies, if you lose today, you have another opportunity based on your promo to get back into the finals. The men, like I said, will go to 7 winners. We'll go into 2 fatal 4-ways, 1 extra spot. The other 7 losers, they'll promo for 2 days to try to get back into that and be that 4th member in one of those fatal 4-ways. Next Saturday is the finals. Jay Savage will also fight Andrew Dubbs next Saturday, and they will have a scheduled promo battle all week. You guys like this shit? I love this shit. Retro's in the house. It's taken me 7 years to find a really good way to involve promos into this world. But I'm not a good reader. I don't have good comprehension skills. Actually, I have a deficiency in comprehension. I never could. So I can't read really long things. That's for other places, other companies, your own company, whatever. So LTD's for short promos. Sorry. TV style short promos. I like I said, I wish I could go back and read all the 50 promos again and pick more stuff out to put into storylines. Because you guys did great jobs. There's people burning down people's businesses and this. There was all kinds of great stuff happening. All right, but before we get into, we're getting promos, time to listen to and watch promos. You guys ready? Let's bring up the Discord. Then we'll go over the match card. And as we go over the match card, we'll bring in the live promos. Bring up the Discord. I found a real good way to do this last night. Pull Discord out here. Let me get back. Hold on. I'm just arranging some windows so I can StreamYards. And then it's custom layout 6. I'm going to stretch this out a little more. All right, so it all started with Gift of Gab promo boost July 12th. It was going to start on the 13th. Then all of a sudden, here's a little promo from Kyle Graves.
Dogs, he got you! This is the UFC title!
Oh,
shit,
that is our
Your
UFC.
shoulders are down.
You might know
Your
him as
shoulders are down. Frost Raven, he is the smartest man.
What an upset.
What an upgrade! He got his head bursted open and he went into full
formerly known as
Introducing
able to retain
Kyle
his
Graves.
title with a ridiculous pedigree, a modified pedigree.
Good reversal there.
Oh my God, I've never seen this. Oh, this is the greatest realistic wrestling I've ever freaking seen. Oh my God, I've never seen that. Frost Freeman, 100% aerial attack. He is the damn best. Jesus Christ, the Iceman has to be one of the damn best rookies we've ever had here in the SSU.
Will Frost Freeman.
From Frost Freeman to Kyle Graves, very well done by Solo season. And so I'm not going to go through every promo. I'm not going to read every one. But I will stop on everyone. And if you ever want to, I don't even know if you guys can read that. So this is the first promo. Austin Bagwell dropped the first promo. Let me see if I... So that's why, I mean, if you're in the company, go read the promos. We'll find better ways to show the promos next time around. Yeah, Count, I'm telling you, a lot of people impressed me too. So Angelita dropped the promo here. Angelita does good with this. The arena. Ringside after the first show. Lights are dim. Center spotlight in the middle of the pit arena. Lita steps forward. No theme music. Just the sound of boots on concrete and confidence in every stride as she walks towards the fans. She's always has great detail. She's a writer. I mean, Lita's a writer, so you get a lot of that. Diamond Sky's first promo here. And you see the votes here. She had 8 votes. I deleted the duplicate votes. Next time I'm going to drop one emoji and you guys just add to that emoji because I was dropping all 3 and people were just doing this. I wanted everyone to drop one emoji. Here's Crushing Kelly's first one. Kelly had a really good line in her first one. What was it? Or no, it was Angelita. I think. Yeah, right here. Lita smirks. Blaze calls it the gift of gab, like it was something you can unwrap under a tree. But I was born with this, honey. I just don't cut promos. I carve epitaphs. Every syllable I spit builds a throne you'll never sit on. Every opponent is just a pause before my next masterpiece. That was well done. Like that needed pointed out. Very good stuff. There's a bunch of great stuff. I don't want to shortcut anybody. Kelly did a fantastic job in the woods behind her family home, sit in front of a fire pit. That's how you do it. That's how you set a stage. She talks, she explains everything, keeps it short and sweet. My throne has been built by my hands, brick by brick, says Kelly. That's what I'm talking about. Great stuff. Goddess, always great cutting promos. She puts in little explanations on, the actions that Goddess is doing in italics. Those are actions. That's a great way to do it, people. You set up a little cameras, cut on Goddess, scene working out in the LTD gym, and then you go. Here are the actual starts. Now, Joker did something really good. He insulted Dragonheart, calling him Dragonfart, of course. And then he knew what would get under Dragonheart's skin. I will end your career just like your daughter ended her career. So he went right after Dragonheart's family. He knew that would get Dragonheart started. I would want a little more from you, though, Joker. But that's good. Very good points there. Odds, very good detail. Once again, he uses an interviewer. She speaks in Spanish. Really good detail. And here's one thing. He starts giving background. Help me recover from my childhood and my depression. Harvey Gibson, the maestro, using history in LTD, using backstory to Carmen's character. Odds, kicking ass. And he got 8 votes right here. Well done. Tiffany calling out her opponent. But once again, and this is just my criticisms. You're pointing out things about the past. You're 1-1. It's a rubber match, but you need more. You need more, Tiff. It's too short. Can't be too long. 500, 600, 800 words. It can't be a couple sentences. You need a little more to it, but you got good points across. I respect you, talking about who is involved. And then we have our first audio promo. Ladies and gentlemen, Vipiro sitting on his throne of snake skeletons. I hope it's really big snakes if you're going to sit on that. Sip of crimson wine, nice setup for it. And here's his promo. Solo season dropping $1.99 super chat. We're going to listen to promos, watch promos, and we're going to have some live promos. Solo loves promos. Here's Viperos first against Totes.
Funny thing about the Gift of Gaff tournament. You give a clown a microphone, and they think they're the rap god. See, when I first came into this business, I was shy, respectful, preservant. But now you give every bum a microphone, and they think that they're God. That if they talk loud enough or rhyme slick enough, somehow they belong here. But me? I don't need volume. I don't need jokes. And I don't need goats. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to dissect every person I come against. Painfully, precisely, and verbally. And if it comes down to it, physically. Totes and my goats. Cute name. Catchy. You see, you're the punchline before I even open my mouth. LTD doesn't need another goofball. It doesn't need another Radio Rex. It needs something cold. It needs something real. Something sneaky enough, yet ballsy to get the job done. It needs something that will strike before you even feel it. I don't hold gold here. Not yet. I've held a G6 title before. And I failed at the internet title. I failed at my chance. I did. But I don't need gold here. I don't need pyro. I don't need punchlines. This tournament is my stage. And all I need to win here is precision, charisma, and balls to say what needs to be said. And I already got 2 of the 3 things I just mentioned. So go ahead, Totes. Make them laugh with your alcoholism. Because when I'm done talking and we get in the ring, ain't a damn person gonna be smiling. The snake will have what he wants. And you, Totes, are my first stepping stone to winning this whole thing.
There you go. It's Vipero. Good. Make some jokes with your alcoholism. Which the hell. Hey, good stuff. And you saw the comments. People were really impressed with Vipero. But we had a strike back. We'll get to it. Kelly Mavericks and Atticus, fucking great work on both of them, man. You can pause this, come back to the show and read them if you're not in the company and want to. I mean, a puppy doing his master's bidding. Kelly told you it was okay you to forfeit the match. I mean, classic stuff by Kelly and Atticus. I was talking to the judges about this is one of the ones that really came down to it to the very end. It was tough to have a winner. Atticus structures his promos really well. He's come a long way, as you saw in the comments. But for you thought made you untouchable. You're on my list. No sight necessary. Just a tongue sharper than a bone. You guys are great, man. You guys are amazing doing these promos. Okay, now let's go to another one. I told you Jokers strike the chord with the Dragonheart. Let's get Dragonheart's reply.
You got me on that respect part, Joker. But it's one thing to give me respect. But I don't think you understand what you may have just brought down on yourself and what you have done. It's one thing to try to say you coming from my career and what have you, and then to say I wasn't a champion in LTD. But I think you've forgotten I've won the Internet Championship, I've won the Crazy 8 Championship, and I've actually won the Blitzkrieg title twice. But the fact that you mentioned my youngest daughter in all this mess has now taken this to another level. So, Brooklyn Joker, be prepared, because not only are you going to get the Dragonheart that won those belts, but you're also going to get the father that wants vengeance on those that destroyed his daughter's will to fight in LTD. So guess what? Now you just basically amped me up even more, and I will come for you 2 times over.
Good stuff. 2 times over. I love it right at the end there. Yeah, check it out. And critiquing is fine. That's why I wanted the best of the best and those who've been around the block with this before, so they can take the criticism, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to criticize your grammar. See, I stutter too. The way you deliver everything. If you do a video promo, what you're wearing, everything is up for criticism. I always say, and I built this in the community, anything you type in Blaze's chat can and will be held against you. I'm going to make fun of it, all in fun, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to dig into typos. So whenever you're doing these promos, you got to make sure. Maybe double check it, grammar check it, all that. Solo has a list sometimes. I stutter sometimes. When I get into it, it doesn't come as much. So, everyone has our ups and downs. But Dragonheart did a really good job. Andrew Dubs chimed in as a regular promo. This is just a regular promo, but this and what Solo did made me want to have an outside, another fight. So as much as Solo and Dubs will have their shot, I'd love to throw them in the tournament. Solo was a little late for his first one, but here's what I'm going to do. Solo's fighting Dubs. They're going to have a week to promo from today till next Saturday. Next Saturday during the finals, Dubs and Solo are going to fight. They have all week to promo against each other. All right, same rules. But when it comes to next Saturday, the winner of that match will take on the next open challenge promo for an internet title shot. So I'll keep it going. Raves, what is up? Raven's in the building. Whisper did a really good job with her promos. Talk about the truth. You can't handle the truth. Going to drag you under. Calls out SJ. Really breaks stuff down. Think you're something. So Whisper did a very good job, and I'm not used to her promoing, but she did a very good job starting out too. Here we go. Totes' response to Vipero.
Vipero. You come up here talking about all this stuff. You want to talk about a lot of things that contradict itself. Sneaky, but ballsy. Hitting strikes, hiding in the shadows, but somehow that's the thing that brings you out. That's what you got. That's what you had to say. You came out here, wasted all these people's time talking about, and you delivered it Flat as flat can be. We'll get back to that in a second, but you sneaking around playing with your balls, that's impressive. That is impressive. Now, when you had your chance to beat me for the belt, you couldn't do it. That's obvious. We're going to skip over that part too. Sure, your snake-like, speak from behind style works on a majority of the people, but not here. Not against the hardhead style of totes. You want to be an entertainer, then you come out here, claim to be one by delivering the flattest, fall on your face, oh, sorry, I fell asleep in the middle, barely woke up in time to realize I was watching a Pepsi commercial, and not even the cool kind with Michael Jackson, hair on fire one. No. The one where you're comparing yourself to the Coke joke commercial. You're trying to compare yourself to me? Got it. Now, see, I didn't need to even come out here and say anything after all that. After the promo that you delivered, I could have just stopped right there and still walked out on that mat and whooped that ass. But I am an entertainer. And not only an entertainer, but the entertainer. And now people are starting to understand that it might have been a mistake letting me in here. We may have to look up what an epic battle it is. And if it looks like an epic battle, it is only going to look like that because that is exactly what I want it to look like. That is exactly what an entertainer wants it to look like. I will, despite the competition, deliver a banger one way or another. Sure, you can talk about Rex. You can talk about the bald one. You can talk about the one-eyed guy. All that's the easy stuff. But the fact is, I am not like anybody you've ever seen. I am not like anybody you have ever wrestled that could take your best shot and then you find a way to win. Because with the hardhead style, I will take your 6th best shots and I will still put you on the mat. Maybe I want it to be counted out 1, 2, 3. Maybe I want you to tap. I don't know. The crowd's going to have to wait and see, but one thing is for sure. This is the round you'll be exiting.
Ouch. Might have been a mistake letting me in here. That's the one that got me. Great job by Totes. In a reply to Vipero, we'll get back to them. Kelly Mavericks, another great one. I mean, I wish I could sit here and read all these to you. And if you guys have gone through and read them, or if you want to come back to this and stop it, pause it, pinch your screen and zoom in and read these, go ahead. Wow, that's a lot of words, Atticus. Are you auditioning for a TED Talk? I mean, you really leaned into the drama, didn't you? You guys are awesome. I mean, this is what collectively writing a show is all about. You say belief is currency. That's funny. I must be rich then. But did you know visibility was power? Kelly Mavericks dropping knowledge. And one more thing, that list of yours, I'm glad I made it. You finally woke up and realized that your spooky little sermons weren't selling out, some real star power involved, proving why everyone says I'm the only Kelly that matters. Ooh, sorry, Kelly. Atticus fired right back. Coastal cosplay, begging for attention, build a mask for catchphrases, pretended momentum meant meaning. I mean, holy shit, you guys have gotten, or just great writers. I won't pin you for the crowd. I'll punish you for silence. No escape, just steal. So now they're starting to get into what I put out there for you guys. This is what made me want to offer stipulations for you guys. No one got their feeling hurts, just solid storytelling. Thank you, Count. That's why I didn't want people that were uncomfortable promoting to be in this first one. So everyone could watch and see how it's done. Joker, again, kind of short. You needed to elaborate more. But you did, talk about Stable Wars. Don't go crying under a rock. But kind of short, Joker. But, right to the point. I like short and to the point, but it has to be with detail and meaning and storytelling and stuff. A little more. Sam Hacksaw does a great job. Ryan and Sam have been going at it for a month now. Like I said, that was my pre-test. You've had your 15 seconds. You've had your headlines. You've had your pain, but now you get business. Sam is calling himself the most dangerous wrestler on the planet, and he's allowed to. I mean, he basically came in and killed Chance. So storyline wise, he has reason to brag about that. Goddess of Pain's response came back really good. As always, coming to bring the pain, setting the stage. Bye-bye, get out now. She tells a little story in here too, if you want to pause and read it. In the locker room with the cameraman again. But here's one thing that started coming out about some people, Goddess, Tiny, some other promoters, maybe Mordrin, that have been doing it for a long time. You guys have an advantage and a disadvantage. The advantage is you've done a lot of promos. You have experience. But people expect something from Count. They expect something from Lita, from Tiny, from Mordrin, from Goddess, from Cassie. There's a personality that's been built, so we know what kind of promo to expect from them. From Riley, we know what to expect. So if you come with the same thing or the same kind of promo, it might hurt more than help you, even though it's a good promo. Do you know where I'm coming with that? It's like for those experienced ones, you still have a challenge of creating something new. Don't do your run-of-the-mill same promo. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys understand that. Odds came back with great stuff again. The real Carmen have always been here. Instead of saying, you know how Carmen had that dilemma whenever, she was being controlled basically by Gibson. But you guys could pause, come back, pause, stop, read the promo if you want. I got to keep this moving because we got live promos we're going to be cutting. Andy does a great job when he gets going. But the only criticism I'll have here is you got to be kind to the reader. Spacing counts a little bit. These are minor things because Andy and Shadow Press, that one's super close. It's going to be so close to decide that one. Once again, Angelita, I want to give you a lot of props because I know how you and your mom write. You're very long-winded, explain everything. Getting you to draw it back, getting Monstar to draw it back when he did it, getting Mordrin or, experienced promoters to draw it back to 300 words or 3 minutes. I thank you guys for adhering to the policies to make it, even keel for everybody. Angelita does fantastic work. Shadow Press, I bugged because he came and dropped a promo right after the last Gift of Gab. And I was like, Shadow, you better be in the next fucking Gift of Gab. And he's busy working during most of the shows, so you don't see him in live chats as much, but he watches replays. And him and Andy, so similar styles. That was such a great promo battle. Come back, pause. I'm not going to read it and go through all of them. There's 57 of them. Kelly, and we've been praising Kelly's promos throughout the show. Kelly, and you could tell because of her love of it. You guys are talking about you're falling in love with promoing and you're using it for promos again. And it's showing in your promos. Don't be bitter, be better. Angelita and the family use that one a lot. Just great stuff. I'm done watching. I'm done waiting. Kelly's character's really evolving through this. So hard. I know, Angelita, 300 words. Matt Storm, we're going to hear from him. He's got a downloaded promo for his third one. This is his first one. Matt Storm does really well with promos. You can come back, pause it, read it. I'm not going to read all the promos. I wish I could. I'm just pointing out a couple things here and there about them. Austin, once again, Jake for Austin has a little bit of experience in old E-Feds doing the setting and the, what goes on in between. Drawing a picture for you guys. That's what it's supposed to be. Scorpion, once again, Ryan and Hacksaw doing a great job for a long time about this. The final judgment. Scorpion has spoken. He's using... these two have done so good in their battle. I wish I could sit here. I could do a podcast just like on each of these 12 battles. All right. We heard from Vipero. We heard from Totes. Let's hear Vipero's second promo.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I had to laugh too fucking hard. I broke my goddamn throne. You broke my throne, Totes. I mean... To be fair, it was a throne of snakes, but regardless, You are funny. You're dumb, but you are funny. I think that's part of the charm. I think it's why people like you. It's because you're so easy to make fun of. See, I can go on about how you're bald and dumb and how you're so goddamn dumb. You made your own wrestling style around it. But honestly, that's some kind of talent. I don't know what kind of talent, but shit, it's some kind of talent. So here, I'm going to tell you this, Totes. Listen up. One, if anything, I am the Coke commercial. You are some kind of off-brand root beer. Neither one of us are Pepsi. We ain't that bad. Second, if you think that because you beat me a couple times in the ring, that I'm going to lose a third time, you got another thing coming. See, people think I'm pitiful. Sure. People think I'm an arrogant son of a bitch. Sure. But what I ain't is someone who loses to the same person multiple times. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to get up from that high horse of yours. You're going to shave it. And then you're going to march your ass down that ramp. And I'll meet you in that ring and show you exactly why I am going to be the winner of this here tournament. But don't take it from me. Look at the ratings, Totes. Your promo has been up for a day, and you don't even have half of the judges' scores that I got. Don't you see, Totes, you weren't built for promos. I was. I was built to run my mouth, and you know that just as well as I do. And you're right. You ain't like anyone else I've ever fought before. You're 10 times as dumb and 10 times as resilient. But what you ain't is smart. So you may have me in strength and resiliency and durability when it comes to your head game. But me, I got you in brains. See, I could pull anything out of my ass and eventually whoop the shit out of you. Eventually. I mean, let's be honest here. I could whoop your ass with my one best move. Let alone 6 of them. 6 of my best shots. Says the man who calls himself the one-eyed man. You just called yourself a penis, Totes. You've lost, Totes. So, Mr. McGoats, I'm going to let you continue to be your own punchline while I'm over here winning this tournament and winning the hearts of the people. Because you see, unlike you, I am a true entertainer. I don't claim to be the entertainer, and I sure as hell haven't claimed to be.
Oops. Hold on. I pressed the wrong button. Where were we?
Oh, shit. You're going to shave it. And then you're going to march your ass down that ramp. And I'll meet you in that ring and show you exactly why I am going to be the winner of this here tournament. But don't take it from me. Look at the ratings, Totes. Your promo has been up for a day, and you don't even have half of the judges' scores that I got. Don't you see, Totes, you weren't built for promos. I was. I was built to run my mouth, and you know that just as well as I do. And you're right. You ain't like anyone else I've ever fought before. You're 10 times as dumb and 10 times as resilient. But what you ain't is smart. So you may have me in strength and resiliency and durability when it comes to your head game. But me, I got you in brains. See, I could pull anything out of my ass and eventually whoop the shit out of you. Eventually. I mean, let's be honest here. I could whoop your ass with my one best move. Let alone 6 of them. 6 of my best shots. Says the man who calls himself the one-eyed man. You just called yourself a penis, Totes. You've lost, Totes. So, Mr. McGoats, I'm going to let you continue to be your own punchline while I'm over here winning this tournament and winning the hearts of the people. Because you see, unlike you, I am a true entertainer. I don't claim to be the entertainer, and I sure as hell haven't claimed to be the Nightwalker, as some people might say. No. I am LV Bedroll, and I don't give a shit what anybody here says, because I know for a fact I am the winner of this tournament, and you, sir, will be out in the first round.
All right, sorry about that. I clicked the wrong button. I forgot I was sharing that page that I was playing the thing on. Very good stuff. Now, this is from Sam, and we brought Sam on not too long ago. He's from Israel, but Sam cut a promo last time around. It was really good. He did great job writing, so he figured he would write one. And I could hold Vipero 3 minutes and 39 seconds, but we let that slide a little bit this time. So 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Could that be a penalty for Vipero for doing that? I don't know. All right. Let's listen to Sam Hacksaw's reply, or his first one, his second one. He wrote one, and now this is for Ryan Mannion, the Scorpion.
Ryan, you crossed every single line and you don't understand what you did, oh? I think you're still tripping and still in your dreams that you're actually gonna win this match. So you're going low, you're trying to ruin my life, you're trying to take everything away from me. Look, this G-Wagon, this old shit, man. You're just trying to be me, and I understand. I am mad. I am fucking mad. And coming in our match, I'm gonna show you exactly how mad I am. I'm gonna make you regret everything that you did, every single word that you say. You think that you're somebody, no, you ain't nobody, Ryan. Understand this. Everybody's talking about Venoms, Vipers, Scorpions. The fuck are you talking about? This is a fucking wrestling business. This is not a fucking school. This is fucking real life. Understand this. And if you don't do something about it, then you're not supposed to be here. Fucking keep talking like 10 years old kid about some shit that nobody give a fuck. This is not even relevant anymore. Look and listen. This is not a wake up call. This is a real message now for me. Yeah, for me, Sam Maxwell. You can hear me now, finally, and you can understand what I'm trying to say. And I'm gonna give you this message one time. Get into your head, into your small brain, and understand this. This is not over between us. You cross every single line. Yeah, I did bad things, and I regret them. I had so much shit going on in my life, and you don't even know it. So you don't know me. You don't know what I've been going through. I told you that not one time, few times. You don't fucking know me. So don't get into my business if you don't know what I'm gonna do to you, what I'm capable of. You don't know how dangerous I am. I'm the most dangerous man in this company in LTD. Nobody can touch me. Nobody can take me away. I'm gonna keep coming. You're gonna come after me. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna strike you so hard that you're gonna scream and you're gonna be in pain. And I promise you, Ryan, I promise you, you're gonna be nothing but 15 seconds of fucking headlines. You're gonna be fucking 15 minutes before your fucking death.
Yeah, Sam. I love his accent. Sam, you do an amazing job. That's so funny. And I love the way he says sheet. I love it. Sam is awesome. Big shout out to Sam dropping a promo. Yeah, and he killed Chan. No, he did kill him. He killed him for 3 minutes and 50 seconds. 15 minutes before your death. All right, let's keep going through here. Diamond Sky's second promo got 4 votes. She's doing, I mean, Diamond AJ, you do a really good job, bro. And it shows in the promos. You got the detail. You keep it concise. You guys can come back and read this promo if you want. Pause it, pinch your screen, zoom in, read it. Tiffany, good content, but without punctuation where it needs to be, it's hard to read. You got to make it easier for the reader and maybe a little longer, more detail, and maybe a setting before it. But, you know, walks into LTD with her husband, you need a little more detail. But so that's just a little criticism for Tiffany, but just being in it, Tiffany, I'm glad you're a part of it. Tiffany might even be here to drop her final promo. This I think I need to. Hold on, we got to see this promo. This is Solo's promo. But I'm going to have to, how am I going to do this? All right. Give me 1 second here, folks. I got to share a different screen. Stop that screen. Share screen. All right, here we go. Check this out.
Hello to you, the seasoned few. You know exactly what we came here to do, and that's talk. So let's talk. I lost everything. I lost the SSU. I lost my family. I was lucky enough to be found by Blaze and come here in this pre-apocalyptic setting to try and save what's left. I traveled the world to beat the best, but now I'm here to prove that the G6 is what I do, and winning is the only thing on my mind. Signing that contract just means one thing. I need new friends, and I've got a few on the way. Stay seasoned. Hello to you, the seasoned.
All right. So that made me, he dropped that promo too late, but it's still very cool with the AI stuff, right? And I know he meant Gift of Gab, but he's also in the G6 and the tag division with the season few. But that made me say, yo, Solo, I dropped into Savage's DMs. I said, I want you to have an open challenge to anyone who wasn't in the tournament and see if someone steps up. Andrew Dubb stepped up. Now we got a bonus battle. And the winner of that bonus battle next Saturday will take on the next winner of an open challenge Gift of Gab. So we're going to have a Gift of Gab open challenge down there. All right. So I need to share screen again. And Discord. Well, we're going to have fun with this one. Ladies and gentlemen, S.J. Ray made this lovely promo.
What's up, my dudes in the LTD? I was told that I was to do a whisper promo. I think it's a little weird because it's all whispering into the microphone. What's up with that? I'll take a DQ if I need to, because I don't think an entire promo as a whisper is going to be good ASMR like the promo you just hit me with. You want to talk about building a legacy and how you've been building up the division and how I'm just a rookie. Yeah, we all start somewhere. No shit. Every match I have is against a multi-time winner of something or other. Do I think I can waltz into the Gift of Gab and take your place? Nah, I'd rather win, thank you. If I'm a moment of excitement, good. LTD needs someone to bring excitement. What do you bring? Hushed tones? This is wrestling, dude. This is sports entertainment, princess. If you think you can make me tap by whispering, you might need to get that checked. Sounds like halitosis. I can't handle truth? Dude, for a 54-year-old, that guy is still able to go. But let's talk about you and your fixation on whispering. Wait, were you the one that told people in the back I was supposed to whisper the whole time? That makes so much sense. OMG. Now, I know you aren't a pushover, not at all. But I know that the only thing you've done people still talk about is stand on a forklift, Judy Bagwell. This is really difficult. I feel bad for you, Here you are, winning titles, being a veteran, and you got to deal with the future, the reject, the outcast, the graffiti girl, the chirping miss from the bay, S.J. Ray. So with the little info you have, let me go ahead and give you some ammo so it's a fair fight. I grew up with only my father and his wrestling friends on the indies. My mother was never around, and that was to benefit my life. You don't want to know what she did for a living. I trained my own way and with my father and his friends. My fire for this business is not just a flash in the pan, it's literally in my blood. The same blood I spilt on the moon not long ago. Hell, before the match on the moon could even take place, I had to qualify in a 4 corners eliminator match. And I cleaned it by being the one to eliminate all of them. The thing I have over you and a lot of others here in LTD, I'm not complacent. If I left today, my name wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. No one would remember anything I've done. So I'm here to leave a graffiti stain that can't be washed away, even if it means I have to go through the current tap-out princess. Let me wrap this up with a pretty bow on top. If my words can't crash your party, I will. If my promo won't cripple your wing, I will. If you can't carry the weight of that title and you need a young rookie to carry it after the Gift of Gab tournament, I will. Because I might be goofy, I might be weird, but I'm hungry and determined. So every title, every tournament, every match is in my sight. Now here's the mic. Chirp.
Yo! Yo! Are you kidding me? I mean, I don't even know where to start. Where do I start with that one, folks? She downloaded the arena. She edited the video. She added the sound effects. The arena, the sounds, the context, the humor. Party Crasher, man, hats off to you. Sounds like halitosis. Fixation on whispering. The Judy Bagwell thing, once again, the time period, 2100, but I get it. I will let those things slide. Those are just things we'll have to learn over time, that we're in 2100 and LTD is the only company. Like Kelly mentioned BMWF once. There's no BMWF in 2100, but we're not going to mark people for that. Totes mentioned the Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial. That was hilarious. You want to refer to something from 75 years ago, but I get it. You're off the top. I'm not trying to knock anyone's promos. That's just one thing I'm trying to plant in people's heads now going forward to try to keep in your mind. We're in 2100, only place to fight, pre-apocalyptic wasteland, whatever. But fire. I mean, what can I say about that? She cut a promo like that. Was amazing. All right, let me keep going, but that was good stuff. And then Count decided, I thought this was a promo at first. Some kind of stupid Muffin Man jingle. Oh.
Step into the ring, it's muffin time, where the body gets bold and the words don't rhyme. Count Rap knocks here with a wicked grin, baking up trouble, let the chaos begin. Muffin time, stir it up and cross the line. Wrestlers talk and sparks will fly. Muffin time is piping hot, oh my. He's got a whisk and a mic in hand, serving drama like a master plan. Flower dust flying, stories collide in the oven of truth you cannot hide. Muffin time, muffin time. Every match starts with a sign. Troubles rising, can't deny. Muffin time's the sweetest spot.
All right. Now, I was told that wasn't a promo, so it doesn't count towards his 3. Fucker. Yeah, I'm not saying that the Judy Bagwell reference or the Michael Jackson thing or any of those were bad. I'm just saying it shows you did your research, even if it's 75 years ago. They're minor, very minor things. I'm not trying to knock any of the promos. It's great. It's great stuff. I'm just saying more worse is the ones that need to elaborate and the ones that need to draw in the audience and tell more of a story or set the stage. But look at where we're getting, guys. Whisper fired back on SJ Ray. Bring your A game, bring your B game, bring your C game. You're going to be nothing but with a whisper in the wind. Drops the mic, struts away. Whisper did a great job of coming back. All right, here we go. Totes. We heard from Vipero twice. Here's Totes' second promo.
Getting up, little cowpoke. Now, look, I agree. You were built for one thing, and that is to run your mouth. Wrestling, well, history's not on your side. You know what I mean? I've never seen somebody brag so hard about losing. I mean, listen to yourself. I might have even hit you too hard last time. So you're the guy that loses to a penis. Once, twice, 3 times a Vipero. Now, I don't know Spanish too good, but that sounds like El Vipero must mean the lady parts or the JJ in English. Losing to a penis. Come on now. You see, the losing thing is what you got down. That's the thing you know. Now, the judges, they ain't dumb. They know, just like the millions and millions of fans out there watching around the world, you need the boost. If there's any shot to make this a banger, if there's any shot to turn this into this match of the century, if there's anything to make this match look better, you need the boost. If it's going to bring in the ratings, even if you had a snake's prayer of getting skinned too fast, you need the boost. You have to have the boost. In places that people don't even want to talk about, in places that only snakes hang out at, they got to give you the boost. They got to do it. Beat me in a promo? Now I'm going to have to hit you even harder just to bring you back from the strange reality I must have knocked you into. So buckle up, Buttercup. Fire up the DeLorean. People are about to get exactly what they've begged for hundreds and hundreds of years. Back to the Future 4. Totes fixes the timeline and brings the snake back to reality.
All right. Now, see, that's the way to do it. To use a reference and even say hundreds and hundreds of years, he's going to fix the timeline. Love it. Great stuff from Totes coming back at it. Now, is this the same one? All right, this is the same one. All right, we have Dragonheart's second promo.
Obviously, you don't remember when I was in the first Gift of Gab. This first Gift of Gab was the reason why I became internet champion. Now I'm striving to get something more out of this. So congratulations, Joker. You just stoked my fire even more so than anything in the universe. So, I'm coming for you. And when I do, I'm bringing hell with me.
He's bringing hell with him, people. Get ready. Pete's in the house. Pillow to post. Yeah, Toad's got that Back to the Future 4. Finally, after all those years. I loved it. Mr. Yellow Pages. That's good to see everybody. Hit those thumbs up. We're going to continue to go through the promos. Then we're going to have the matches to decide the Gift of Gab matches. Big shout out to Pillar to Post in the building. So, like I said, we had 57 promos. I'm not going through every one. I'm going to play the audio promos. And here's where I announced Jay Savage may have missed the entry for Gift of Gab, but his latest promo sparked interest where an open challenge. So Jay Savage had an open challenge for Andrew Dubbs. Andrew Dubbs accepted it. Andrew Dubbs accepted the open challenge. Now those two will promo today until next Saturday. Same rules as Gift of Gab. All right, so let's keep going. We're at where are we at? Promo number 37, something like that. All right, here comes Count Zraithnock. His first promo against Mordrin Nightwalker. Count does have a video he sent, and we did hear the fucking jingle we had to put up with. But here is Count Zraithnock as he prepares not only for his Gift of Gab match with Mordrin, the world champ, but for the world title in round one. Mordrin and Count, I told everybody, step up. We need better promos from everybody. Audio, video, or written. You guys blew it away with these promos. I mean, to have 22 people, and I could have had 30 or 40 people, but I wanted the best of the best, so we held back some people that may have been new to promoing or something, but you're getting a boost of either 0 to 20 attributes going into this match. And just for those people who want to know, I'm not going to just like take everybody's table usage all the way down to 0. I'm going to go little by little, every category until it's 95 or 90. This is the first time we've ever adjusted attributes in LTD for 7 years, but there's a reason behind it. We've had 5 judges plus you guys voting to decide who wins the promo battle. You can get anywhere from 5-point advantage to a 15, and there is a 20-point advantage if it's really, really bad. Let's hear Count Z.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your host, Count Thraithnock, with Muffin Time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Tonight, Count Thraithnock has a great guest tonight, the most sought-after champion in all of LTD, Mordrin Nightwalker. Oh, yes, I know how much the crowd loves Mordrin Nightwalker, the East Coast bastard himself. You have all erected a church in honor of Mordrin. In Mord we trust. In chin checks, y'all worship him. That's the biggest annoyance when it comes to Mordrin Nightwalker. It's not him. I love Mordrin. It's the fans, the sycophantic tagalongs. The ones who try to prop up their own insignificance by, oh, I was trained by Mordrin. Oh, I've done all these quads with Mordrin. Oh, Mordrin taught me I can do the night walk. Oh, yes, I use Mordrin's night walk in honor of him. Oh, you're all a bunch of smoke blowing up his ass simpletons. But Mordrin Nightwalker, my guest tonight, we go back a long time. Such a great heralded champion, the only 4-time world champion in leaning towards death. History, that means something. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my dear acquaintance. No, I'm kidding. My dear friend Mordrin Nightwalker will be gracing us very soon. He is here to talk. We have many things to discuss. But before I bring him out, I would like to share a little history lesson, if you will. See, Mordrin Nightwalker, y'all know him as the East Coast bastard. He's been a dominant force in wrestling for the last 15, 20 years. But Mordrin Nightwalker and Count go back further than that. Oh, yes. You see, all these people, they're like, oh, I train with Mordrin. I train with Mordrin. Well, that's cute. Me and Mordrin have the same teacher. The same man who taught Mordrin Nightwalker taught Count Thraithnok how to wrestle, how to fight. There's a reason why you go back to that, brawl in the back where the last two were me and Mordrin. You look at any match where it's me and Mordrin, we fight with a tenacity that is unknown to most of these other simpletons in this roster. That's because we were molded. We were forged in the fire of Dr. Payne. So I don't hate Mordrin. I actually really like Mordrin. I just hate his followers. I hate his cult. I hate his ring-leading shenanigans. I am the charismatic enigma. Mordrin Nightwalker, after you lose on Saturday, what will you do? Let's find out now. Mordrin Nightwalker, my great guest, old friend, and oncoming foe. Let us please talk to these lovely people. I'm sure they'd like to know all the details that we have never told them before.
Here you have it, Count. Always good. Yeah, he did stumble a little bit there, but overall, my goodness, Count. Don't make me agree with you, Count, you fucker. Train with Mordrin, and I work with Mordrin, and the family this, and the family that, and Nightwalker this, and you take her that, and all that bullshit. Count Z, dadgummit, going after the family. Don't make me agree with you, you dick. And I can't stand Mordrin either. All right, now what's this one? Is this the same one that... I think this is another one I need to show. So Andrew Dubs had a reply to Solo's promo. So let me share the new screen. This is the open challenge, the extra promo we had. So you can read this. Friendship, I say no, sir. You've hurt a lot of good people in the wake of your downfall. And all the good people of LTD don't like to be lied to. The truth is you did it all yourself, and now you want to come here and be a wrestler? Really, let's see what you have left in your gas tank. And that was Andrew Dubs accepting the open challenge. Short, sweet, right to the point. Accepting the open challenge of Jay Savage for that extra match. All right. You see him. The world champion has his response to Count Thraithnok. Ladies and gentlemen, our world champion. He came back to LTD just because his son Aiden had his ass handed to him by Lord Amadeus and the Madness. Now he's stuck around to help us deal with the fucking aliens. Here comes the world champion. Look at the emojis he got. Over 15 votes for the world champ. He may get the boost going into this mess. Let's see. Let's hear from him.
What the fuck is up, LTD? It is, of course, your current world heavyweight champion, the East Coast bastard, Mordrin Nightwalker. Now, I hear someone was a little upset that I didn't make their talk show today. But unsurprisingly, they still had a whole lot to say about nothing. You see, as you should know, Count, the responsibilities of being the world heavyweight champion are quite broad. And I say should know because I do remember you are the same former world champion that decided not to compete one night because he didn't like the crowd. So you may not know just how busy being a world champion actually is. Fortunately for everybody now, I've done it 4 times, so I'm quite good at it. But you did let people in on some very truthful information, surprisingly from you. And you're right, we go way back, much farther than people realize. We have the same mentor in Dr. Payne. But you see, the difference is, by the time you got there, I was already established. He had already taught me what he needed to teach me and was now working with me. You were just the next person he tried his new project. He was looking for someone else to elevate to that level, and he had to settle for a charity case such as you. But that's all right. That's okay. You've made a great career for yourself. I've made a better career for myself. And I know you get all upset when you think about it, and you hate my fans. You hate what I stand for now. And it seems to get you all choked up. Oh, sorry. That's choked out, isn't it, Count? Because you see, ever since the first gift of gab, every time you have stepped to me, I have put you down. And it hasn't mattered if we're one-on-one, we're in a triple threat, we're in a crazy eight, we're just backstage fighting. You get put down and you get choked out. This Saturday, no different. Because I'm going to show you why I am the only 4-time world heavyweight champion in this company's history. And you're going to get a painful reminder of just how much of a bastard I can be. Because this gift of gab is mine. Bank on it. What the fuck is up, LTD?
Oh, there you have it. That's what you get from Mordrin. And wow. I mean, he's bringing stuff, specific things from the past back into the promo, which is always nice to reflect. He's talking about exactly what him and Count has been through. And like I said earlier, those two have been the ones that have pretty much set the standard in this competition in Gift of Gab 1 and 2. Pardon me, I'm setting some attributes already because there's a few that are already decided. We got some more promos to go through, and then we're going to go to, all right, this one Lita has a video for, so you can watch Lita's video.
You're already dreaming of victory, aren't you? As you're desperately clinging to that title, hanging on to every loss like it's life support, while failing to see fleeting wins like they're just dust in the wind, doomed to repeat history as you don't learn from it. While I look for cracks, those split-second falters you'll ignore until they shatter you. You fight for shiny straps and fleeting applause. I fight to expose the truth. And the truth is, you will lose. That's not arrogance, Kelly. That's nature. Because in this business, the wolf doesn't wait for permission to rise. It claws out of fire and stands tall on the ashes of those who couldn't handle the heat. Winning from me? It ain't just a count of 3. It's domination in all its forms, in psyche, in promo, and if needed, in fists. I watch you like a wolf prowls in the shadows, learning you inside and out, your strengths, your tells, your fatal flaws. And when I strike, it's poetry written in bruises. If I lose, I still win. Because in every loss of mine, I leave my mark carved deep in your memory. If I win, I definitely win. I don't chase accolades, Kelly. I hunt adversaries. Oh, I love opponents like you, Kelly, clinging to fantasies while I deal in realities. While you deeply mourn losses, miss those wins, not learning from either, my losses and my wins become legends. See, Kelly, that's the difference between wanting to win and being born to be every name that dares to step up and raised to fight until the end. You think I might beat you, Kelly? Newsflash. I already did. I'm now in your head.
All right, there you have it. So let's go back to where she was. Well, there's the promo. Let's look for that logo. You guys killed it in this channel, I'm telling you. And you can go back, you can pause and read some of these promos. But the idea was to do shorter promos. We are looking for TV style promos, 3 minutes, 300 words, short, concise. I mean, we have 22 people in this, 57 promos to read and digest. And, I have 4 extra judges, 3 extra judges, me, and then your votes. What's up, Wally? Crushing Kelly in her final one. Kelly has come? I have said it before. Go ahead, tout how you live rent-free in my head. Crow the false sense of security that have been rendered done for. I may be facing you on Saturday, but the only opponent that has power over me is myself, and she's a lot stronger and capable than you think. Kelly has done a great job. I talked about that earlier. All right, here's the Scorpions' reply to Sam. We heard from Sam. Now we hear from the Scorpion, Ryan Hacksaw.
Sam Hacksaw. Sam Hacksaw. Mr. I'm all business. I'm the most dangerous man in LTD. You want to know why I burned down your little trailer, Sam? The one full of your fancy business suits and those polished trophies? Because you said you're all business, Sam. And me burning down all those suits and trophies you earned, that was symbolic. Now you can't use the whole I'm a businessman now excuse, because you've got no business left. Let's be real, Sam. Nobody wants a businessman. Sam Hacksaw. They miss the old Sam Hacksaw. The one who used to be a badass carrying a chainsaw. The one who was actually a force of nature, a monster. Now, you're just a glorified paper pusher with a terrible fashion sense. And this claim, Sam, that you're the most dangerous man in LTD? No, you're not. Not in my opinion. There are so many other people here that are far more dangerous than you. Do you want a list? How about Totes Magoats? Or maybe I'll butcher his name. Viperio, Articus Black, or even Against All Odds. Hell, even some of the women's division is more of a believable threat than you will ever be. And let's not forget the biggest threat of them all. The man who has your number. Me, Scorpion. I've beaten you, Sam. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. That's an undefeated winning streak, my friend. Scorpion 3, Hacksaw 0. You can't escape that truth. And speaking of hypocrisy, you want to criticize the lethal title shot? You lost title shots too. You crusty, dusty bitch. So that's rich. You talk a big game about losing title shots, but you're just as guilty as the rest of us. The difference is when I lose, I learn. When you lose, you just buy more business suits. So the next time you want to open your mouth, Hacksaw, remember who you're talking to. And remember who's the real dangerous one around here, because it ain't you.
All right. So first and foremost, new to the company, Ryan Mannion, amazing dude. Like I've had a lot of DMs with him before I bring people in. I do my background checks and talk to people, get to know them a little bit so they can work with this community. Ryan's an amazing dude. He's so happy and so blessed to be in this community. He's not as experienced as a lot of other people. So I did give him credit for being in this. Like I said, I've had that private chat with Sam and Ryan and myself. They've done most of the talking, trying to work out their promos and stuff like that and talk about what they're going to do next and stuff. And it's really showing through in their promos. So big shout out to him. And yeah, the crusty dusty bitch was a good one. All right. We got SJ Ray did her first video promo, now a written promo, which is really good as well. Once again, I'm going to leave it here, pause it. You can come back, pause it, read it if you want. Because we got time. We still have a show to do. So here's the rest of SJ's promo. She did a fantastic job. Once again, talking about what's going on around them, building the story, using the little name in the beginning, little things like that. But you got to make it easy for the reader to read it. We're simplifying promos here. We're keeping them short. We're keeping them concise. We're doing TV style promos. But you have to think about your audience. You're typing, you're writing, you're saying promos for people that are very experienced, new to this game completely, and just happy to be here. So you guys have done such a great job. Whisper, also detail, stuff with the crowd, building a setting, talking about the tournament, challenge your opponent. It's going to be interesting because in the second round, the semifinals, it'll be 4 ways. So it'll be 2 4-ways with the men, 1 4-way with the women. So you're promoting against 3 people this week. So only till Wednesday. So Wednesday's the 4 ways. Then between Wednesday and Saturday, you'll be promoing for, so there's no like total limit. You can get 3 promos or whatever, but you got 3 or 4 days, And then from Wednesday to Saturday, the finals will come back. And everyone who loses today in round 1 has an opportunity to promo their way back into the finals. Joker, once again, I'm going to criticize, obviously, dude, but I love you. You're one of the most loyal guys here. You're always here all the time, but you can't send something like this and expect, hardly any punctuation, all capitals. You're yelling. Some of the content you've done is very good, but this is going to hurt you, Joker. You're better than that. But I give you respect for doing it. But like I said, you're going to get criticized doing this. That's why I wanted the people who can, take the criticism, get better, and we all learn from this. Vipero. All right. Totes had his say. Here's Vipero, and Totes left, so he's not going to get a final say. Did Totes say enough to win the battle and get the boost? Here is Vipero's reply.
All right, Totes. Here we are. Only a couple days from me and your little showdown. But this is where your journey to the Gift of Gab tournament ends. See, I've been doing a lot of thinking, with the brain I got and the brain cells that you are, lacking. And I've come to one conclusion. I am one of the only, you know what? The only man here in this tournament who has the hair on his balls and his head to get out of this tournament alive. While you, on the other hand, look like you're one shave away from alopecia. The only bit of hair you have on your body is on that chin. And when I'm done with you, I will take some clippers and I will shave what little dignity you have left off. And then you'll look just like, no. Actually, you'll look even worse than Mr. Radio Rex. So, I'm going to let you down with a couple of words to not make this too long. Hit me with your best headbutt, Totes. Hit me with your best shot. Because I'm telling you now, when I go out there, under those lights, in front of that crowd, in front of my family, there's not a single fucking person on this roster who's going to be able to stop me. So, Totes my goats, cute name by the way, bring it on. I'll see you in the ring. No shit talk. No hating. Certainly no loving. Just one-on-one. Mano y mano. It's time, Totes, to put what little money you have left where your mouth is before I put my boot where your mouth is.
Yeah, the tension between those two was really good with those promos. Yeah, Totes and Vipera, like I really wish Totes would have dropped one more. I mean, he had the opportunity. He could have came in here in the chat and dropped it. We do have some people waiting to drop their final promo, so things are still up in the air for a couple. Some of them are already done and ready to rock. AJ, what's happening? All right. Shadow Press did a great job as well. You and I have been down the same road. Hell of one point. I consider you a friend. Shadow does a good job of telling the story too, trying to cut my teeth and make it. He goes back to LIT. He talks about, he refers to things that Andy's saying. One of my favorite things, because I was the fisherman gimmick, so reeling people in. I like to use what people said in the promo and regurgitate it back to them. You said this. What do you mean by that? Or why would you say that? Or you pick something that they said wrong and you drive it into their skull. I love it. Good stuff. Diamond Sky did a fabulous job throughout. So AJ, kudos to you for everything you did. Tiffany is actually here, though, I think, to cut her final promo. We'll get to that when we do the match card. We'll cut the final promos and do live promos. We're getting down to it, folks. So calling Tiffany out. Time is near. No more shadow games. This won't be pretty. This won't be safe. It'll be real. It'll be raw. Two women giving everything in the ring when the dust settles, no matter what. Hold that title. I mean, great stuff by Diamond. Her character, AI has been in her favor. And AJ, you are just adding so much more to her character with this stuff. I love it. So if you guys want to read that later, I wish I could read everyone's, but we got a whole show to do yet. Kelly Maverick's final promo. And he puts himself, he had to play his music in there too. But Kelly Mavericks did a great job. You're right. I do surf. I'm so happy y'all noticed. That's why I'm not here for today. I'm here. Triumphant crowd of first round victory tonight and all of my adoring fans. Oh, shut up already. I mean, Kelly Mavericks, like Triple B doing the attitude of Kelly, building an attitude for an imaginary digital wrestler, sometimes isn't that easy. Triple B did a great job turning Mavericks, who I made into a fan favorite when he came. People love the Surfer Boy stuff. Now, he's one of the most hated. And by the way, the last person said that REX name again, for fuck's sake. Great job, Kelly Mavericks, once again. Atticus's final promo. They did have the underground match to go into this, so they had some ammunition as far as the game. So Atticus and Kelly Mavericks had a match they just had to feed off of because it was a roulette match. I've built my career on borrowed strength, on people holding me up when I couldn't stand alone. They're still here, still watching, still believing, not because I've earned it, but because they refuse to let go. Atticus, props, bro. I mean, we're dealing with a lot of different levels of people that know who have done this for a while. So I really appreciate what Atticus is doing in these promos too. And what I'm trying to do is build muscle memory for you guys. So when you want to go to that TV promo chat, you already know the format. You already know it's a TV style promo. If you want to send me a commercial for anything else and different stuff, I'm always open to that. But build your character through the promo, through the live chats. And it's starting even though we have 90 people and no alts, 90 different individual people all over the world. And we can add Israel with Sam now, with the UK and New Zealand and Australia and all the Canadians. I love it. I mean, this is such an eclectic group we got right now. That's why I felt comfortable doing this, but I had to have strict rules. If you don't like it, sorry, what's number one rule in e-fetting? If you don't like how someone's running it, get the fuck out, go somewhere else. No offense. There's other better places, for you to play. But I wanted to use promos. This is really helping. Andy, once again, if you use periods and structured it with paragraphs, it'd be easier on the eye. But Andy's content is really good, and it did help him a lot. Shadow press. And I get it. This is how a lot of people write promos as well, but maybe just paragraph this part away from the this, just to make it easier on the reader. The content's great. And like I said earlier, grammar, punctuation, some judges use it higher than other. Some people regard it or don't. So spelling, punctuation, grammar, that stuff does matter, because when you're reading it, you want to envision it in your head. So how you structure it, I mean, the content's great. I'm not knocking Andy's promo, because look, it even got six votes. So any emojis were votes. And what he did in here too, he went after the night walkers, you takers, grandkids. He poked the bear. Look, even Chance had to chime back. Yes, and if you watch their podcast, on the Let's Talk Cost Shop podcast, they know what they're doing. Beating odds, the character development is I give them a lot of credit for that. And some people are good at some things than others. And there's no exact way to play this game. That's what I want to welcome here. Some are just here happy to be here. Some need their hand held at some stuff, which I don't mind to an extent. Some people want to focus more on character, more on comedy, more on wins and losses, more on losing. No, I'm not holding your hand, Count. Fuck no. I'm not a hand holder. Not as much anymore. But some people, we got a lot of people that have ailments that keep them from, we have some people that can't see as well or talk as well or write as well or speak as well. So I want to accommodate everybody, even with ailments and non-ailments, whatever. Each and every one of you are valued with me, no matter what level you play at this game. But the promo end needed to be, pardon the pun, boosted. And Gift of Gab, the first one, as you notice, I'm starting to add stuff to it every time. It's evolving into something else, which is either a roster split where we have promo-based company and a have fun game result-based company. We'll see. All right. Here's a great one. This is SJ's third video. Once again, if you guys do this, this is ultimate. This, using the game, and like Riley Wolf used to do, walking down the street with a fake title over his hand, cutting a real life promo as his character. And you know how Riley is, Riley. So shout out to you, Riley. He's very busy right now if he ever watches this. This is SJ Ray's final response to Whisper Bagwell. She did a video one. She uses the game. She uses the promo system. And as much as I said in 24 that we were going to use the game's universe mode promo system, it's so wonky, and we're just going to do the matches on there. SJ's done it for us. Hopefully, like Lita learned it, more people can learn this. Check this shit out.
Well, ye to the haw, as they say in Texas, am I right? Y'all want to see me do cowgirl stuff, like with a ball while wearing assless chaps? Perverts, you are my type of people. Hold up, hold up.
my leg!
Eat your heart out, Angel Reese. Okay. Enough of the shoot promo. Let's get to the real reason why I'm dressed up like this. As you can see, I can do just as much Texas cowgirl stuff as Whisper without the need of a cornfield. I can Rudy, I can booty, and I'm fresh and fruity. I can hang with the triple X bisexual ranch rawhide. You want to say I'm loud and I'll talk? This is the gift of gab. It's literally talk-based. It's loud, louder than the people jeering in Texas who haven't seen an NBA championship since 2014. Hell, the last time the Dallas Wings won a WNBA championship was in 2008, back when they were the Detroit Shock. So I guess that makes your current tap-out princess title win the first time Texas has had a championship win in years. Oh no, the other Cowboys ain't gonna like I said that, are they? Let's just say I'm justified after stable wars for throwing that shade. And lucky me, you just happen to be a cowgirl from Texas. I get to throw verbal punches everywhere. Let's get it all together. I reckon y'all got this big hootenanny of a wingdinger promo you are gonna spit backer at me with. Go ahead, speak up, or can you only whisper? Believe me, when I'm with you in this ring, there won't be any whispering, just the sound of your agony and your hands slapping the mat. Because it doesn't matter what your promos say. In the end, you'll hear the song of S.J. Ray.
Yo! Where do I start? She's a country girl, not a cowgirl, but she's taken the Texas thing and dressed like her. Her entrance music theme, she downloaded the arena. I didn't do that. I uploaded the arena, but she took luckily that was the last thing I uploaded. I cannot upload things anymore. This is the third game. And I was going to talk about this later, but it's a good time right now. 2K23, 2K24, 2K25. And the only thing I found in common is I had over 500 images. I had over 20 arenas. I had all 50 custom matches and over 90 custom CAWs. I cannot upload anything anymore. If I go to upload a CAW, an arena, an image, it crashes from the design area or from the actual games spot. It crashes every time. I've reported it, put it on Twitter, sent it to their Discord. No one's going to care. This is the third game it's happened to me. That's the only thing that I do that's unique because I've never heard anyone else have that unique problem where every time, and it's my login, because if I wipe everything out, it's good again. So it's something that I've downloaded as far as creations that is now making me, if I get into things to complain about with this game, well, I'll never stop right now. We're making the most of it. That's all we're doing. And that promo, people, the basketball, the sound effects. Now, that didn't win or lose it because she did that. Because, like I said, Whisper's promos were bomb, too. We're going to talk about the results here soon. We still got a couple live promos before the final results. I got the committee and the judges on the phone waiting for the final votes. But there are a handful of results that are already in. We're going to go over what the difference is. Now, this is just a boost in promos they're getting. All they're getting is a 0 to 20 attribute boost going in. So you beat that opponent by 5 points, 10 points, 15 points. It's going to be 100 versus 85, 100 versus 90, 100 versus 95, something like that today. And keep in mind, folks, the whole idea behind this, the game still determines the winners. It's all about involving promos, stories. You guys see how great this shit is, man. And I want to get this over soon. We're at 2 hours, and we still got 2 live promos. No, 3 or 4 live promos and 2 sent promos. And we got another Mordrin. And we got another Count Z. All right, let's get Mordrin's second one.
What the fuck is up, LTD? It is your world heavyweight champion, the East Coast bastard, Mordred Nightwalker. And we are less than 24 hours from the gift of gab kicking off. And surprisingly or unsurprisingly, we have not heard any word from Count ever since I had better things to do than his little 2-bit talk show. Because you see, Count, while you're out sulking in a corner somewhere, up in your feelings, I'm out making history. I'm out creating moments in LTD, sharing the ring with my daughter. I'm out making sure I stay sharp and prepared. Because in less than 24 hours, Count, there's no corners to hide in. Only the ones I beat you in. Because that's what's going to happen. Because in case you haven't noticed, you brought up you won the first gift of gab many times. I could write a book on the number of times you've said it. And you did beat me in the finals. Congratulations. But look at the books, Count. You haven't beat me since. And it's not starting tomorrow either. So for you, your options, you can go stay in your corner and just not show up. Save yourself the beating you're going to take. But I know you. You like pain. You like misery. And that's fine. Because I enjoy beating people up. I enjoy hurting people inside that ring. And that world title says I do it better than anybody else in the business right now at twice everybody's age. Let that sink in. At twice the age, I am still the standard in this company, in this industry. And now I've said I've got a year or two left. So best believe I'm not slowing down for anyone. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Tomorrow's the beginning. The gift of gab is mine. Bank on it.
All right. That was Mordred's second one. Now let's hear from Count.
Mordrin. Oh, does the world champion have time for little old Count Wraithnock now? Oh, what, did my radio silence prickle at you, bother you? Were you expecting some grandiose words? You know me. I'm a glutton for pain. You're right. I'm not gonna hide. I was not hiding. I was waiting. You told me you didn't have time for me. The time with the world champion is so precious. How dare he deign to show up to my show and talk about our mentor, the man that trained you. Like, we could have gone through stories about how you were one of the first, you worked with him, and I was the last man he trained. We could regale ourselves with stories of Dr. Payne. I wanted to invite you in a friendly manner, and you big dogged me. Sad. Very sad. Because you're so busy as a world champion. You held the belt for exactly 2 months to the day and defended it once. Oh, that's a dominant title reign. Oh, yes. Honestly, this is the weakest of all your title reigns. I've gone back and looked at the annals of the history of the Battle Kingdom. So if this is, you're so busy, you couldn't make my show, maybe stop playing patty cake with your daughter and actually show up to a promo with Count. I sat back and watched because I knew after your first amazing promo, you would be expecting me. You'd be waiting. You know me so well. And I didn't respond precisely for this reason.
I wanted you to think. I wanted you to go, wait, is Count hiding? No, Count is planning. I've already sent my promo to Blaze McCoy. It'll be aired live at the Gift of Blaze? Yeah, the Gift of Blaze podcast. Now get blazed. Yeah, exactly. It's the Get Blazed podcast. Come on, Count. Come on. You had one line, buddy. One line. Anyways, the Gift of Gab. I only needed 2 promos. This is your bonus. Enjoy it. Because tomorrow, after you hear what I have to say, well, they'll understand that you won't make the second round. There will be no second chance promo for you to get your way back in. You're not going to Matt Storm this. Or, I guess, Mordred Nightwalker this, because you did that the first time. I'll see you tomorrow on radio. And then I'll see you in the ring before you hand me my world title. Count on it.
Ooh, bank on it. Count on it. An epic title match tonight, 1-on-1. They will fight for the championship. Shadow Press yesterday put the finishing touches on his, pacing around the rafters before the show. Andy and Shadow Press, I think, are the closest one. I mean, of all the promos, Lita and Kelly were super close. Atticus and Maverick super close. SP and Andy still super close. So those 3 specifically, I know, if anything, are probably just going to be 5-point differences, because the difference between the quality of promos, so close. So whoever takes the 5 points, it's just the promo battle. It's the hype. The hype for this show, like my heart is pounding getting ready for this show. Shadow Press did a great job. You better be focused on tomorrow, Andy. Otherwise, the fight tomorrow is already going to be over with before it begins with just 1 punch. Carmen Gonzalez ended hers. My mind is clear. My mind is clear. My focus renewed. My goal in 2100, keeping it real. I love it. Using the 2100. Still the same. Leave the year a champion. I'll fight till I can't fight anymore because the record against you isn't good. And after that Harvey Gibson stuff, referring back to what recently happened, loved it. I have something to prove. Become the world champ, become the Battle Queen champ again when the dust settles. Number 1 reason to remember my name. See you tomorrow, Goddess. Great stuff by Carmen. I think that was her 3rd, and she's not here. So we're about to announce the results of the promos. Solo Season dropped a promo, Jay Savage, for his bonus battle with Andrew Dubbs. Be yourself, Jay Savage. Lord British, he's bringing his sidekick in to the stuff. Great stuff. Dubbs knows my greatness and will allow me to set the table as I always do. So this week, they're going to promo against each other, and they'll have a battle. Same Gift of Gab rules. This is the Angelita promo that we read. And that's the deadline. Wait, did we not play this one, Sam?
You speak with heat, Scorpion, but remember, fire doesn't scare me. I watch my entire world burn before my eyes before I came to this business. Someone tried to take everything away from me, and now I'm the one who's taking. I am the darkness. I am the most dangerous man in this fucking company. Understand this? You're trying to mock me. When I saw my world burn, my family, my peace, everything that I had, and now I'm here to take everything back because I don't deserve it, and you don't deserve nothing. And you think that you're living in a fucking Disneyland, and your life is better, and you're smiling and you're laughing. You mock someone that you don't need to. You have to realize that what you did was a brave fucking mistake, bitch. And you're the bitch. Yeah, you are the one. You don't even fucking know what I have been going through. Now I'm telling you that so you can understand. This is the first time and the last one that I'm gonna tell my story. This is my fucking story, and if you don't realize that, on Saturday you will. And trust me, what you did, it was just nothing compared to what I've been going through. And this is not something that I will forgive you for that. Not tomorrow, not today, might be never again. Ryan, you try to bring the past back to my life. Fine, I got your message. You're trying to be the evil, but you don't get it. You don't have it. You don't have it. You try to mock me and compare me to nobodies. Yeah, there are nobodies. El Vipero, Toads, even the fucking woman that you said. No one compared to me can be so fucking dangerous. I fucking kill the person. So do your calculations and remember who you're talking to. Remember that I am the man who's gonna end you on Saturday. And you need to beg to me to step back before I do what I do to you. And it's not about winning or losing anymore. It's about business.
All right, it's about business. Sam breaking it down for everybody. And that would be the last one. Hey, don't forget, we still got the theme songs here in the Discord. We got the retro eFed stuff where we show stuff from the past. Look at that. Look at this stuff. Old school eFed stuff. Old pictures from way back. We talk about WWE right here. Promote your own lives. Odds, LG, Blade Charge, everyone. Shockwave, Brian. Love it. You guys are awesome. And of course, the open chat where I do have the link if you want to join us, because we're going to bring on some guests here soon. We're going to talk about each of these matchups and the differences in the final boost, which, like I said, the game's still, and I want to thank everybody. Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to everybody for what they did in these promos. The boost doesn't decide. Don't forget, I sent you my third promo directly. She sent it to me in a DM. Oh, here it is. All right, here is let's share that and play Ryan Mannion's. Oh, I can download it. Wait, can you hear it? No. Okay, I got to share it. Share screen. Discord. And then this is Ryan and Sam, right? All right, all right, all right. Thank you for reminding me, man. Here's Ryan Mannion's third promo.
Sam Hacksaw. Sam Hacksaw. Listen up, you sorry piece of trash. This is the last time I can address you before fighting you tonight. Look, you know what's sad about you, Sam? You used to be a badass. A wild man with a chainsaw tearing through anyone in your path. The kind of guy that shared my kind of passion for LTD and the fans. You would leave a trail of destruction and never look back. But look at you now. You traded that chainsaw for a business suit. Didn't you, Hacksaw? You become nothing more than a cheap wannabe John Laurinaitis with a three-piece. You're trying to play like you're all corporate. Like you're trying to push papers instead of pushing limits. And tonight, it all comes to a head. Everything you said, every empty threat, every attempt to look important, it all boils down to this. And you want to talk about me burning down your trailer and cry like a little bitch? You want to talk trash? You've been running your mouth nonstop, saying you're gonna take me down and take me to my death like I'm some kind of easy mark. But you know what's funny? The last time I checked, the scoreboard reads Scorpion 3, Sam Hacksaw 0. Gotta remind you once again that I'm undefeated against you, Hacksaw. And tonight, I'm looking forward to making it 4-0. This is your moment, Sam. This is your chance to prove me wrong, to prove all the doubters wrong, to show everyone that you're more than just a fancy suit. Because after tonight, not if, but when you lose, everything you've ever said, everything you've ever done to me, to this company, to the fans, it means absolutely nothing. This is your last chance, Hacksaw. Don't blow it, douchebag. You best put everything on the line tonight and prove us all wrong, because if you don't, you're going to go down in history as nothing more than the business trump that lost to Scorpion the 4th time in a row like a crusty, dusty, bitch-made man that he is. And that's the final judgment, because the California Scorpion has spoken.
All right, there you have it. That was the final promo. Come on. And we're going to go through the match card and be done with it here in just a few moments. But we have a couple people that are here to drop their final promo. Could it make a difference? Could it affect it? We got 2 recorded promos first. And then we will have the final promo. So here is the final promo of Matt Storm.
Ladies and gentlemen of LTD, it is I, Matt Storm. And today, let's have a little talk about Mr. Austin Bagwell. Austin. Ever since Gift of Gab started, you claimed to be this, that you're the devil, you're the Antichrist. And granted, with your new emo persona, or I don't know, you can dye your hair as many times as you want, buddy, but it's not going to help you. I'm going to tell you this right now, though. Austin, you said you're going to destroy me. You're going to annihilate me. You want annihilation? You want destruction? Okay. It's like the old saying goes, the entitled punk-ass kid will get what he wants. 'Cause you see, LTD, all Austin Bagwell will ever be is Jake Bagwell's punk-ass kid. And no matter how hard he tries, he will never be able to step out of his father's shadow. It's crushing, really, ain't it? Because here's the sad truth. Austin, you can dye your hair, you can change your persona, you can change your music. all you want. But you're still gonna be the same punk-ass brat that I faced literally about 4 months ago. And the crushing truth about it all, you will never be able to step out of your father's shadow. Never. You'll never be able to do it. Yeah, you're a former Blitzkrieg champion. You're a former tag team champion. That's it. That's all I got. That's all you'll ever be. So when it comes to the Gift of Gab 3, you wanted to talk about annihilation. You wanted to talk about destruction. I'll give you annihilation. I'll give you destruction. Because here's what I got for you. This does not need to be a regular match. No. This has gone too far to be a regular match. So, Austin, I want you to go to Jake Bagwell and I want you to dig what balls you have left out of his purse. And I want you to meet me in the ring today. One-on-one. Janice fucking Madness.
All right. So there is one thing I wanted to bring back is picking stipulations. We do have one match that has picked a special guest ref. So we have, hold on. I'm all discombobulated, of course. Where's the damn show? So Austin versus Matt Storm will be a Janice match. Janice Madness means nothing but Janice underneath the ring. So, no escape cage match for Atticus and Kelly. Cassie is going to be the ref for Carmen and Goddess. This is the last chance for you guys. Why am I covered up? What the hell's up with that? Okay, so if you guys want to add a stipulation, both people have to agree. Or I'm still looking for someone to get Riley as the ref. So if anybody is doing a regular one-on-one with they want a special guest. Now, if there's a special guest, it could be a DQ. It could be a count out. Okay. But is there anybody out there that wants a stipulation? Or do they want Riley as the ref? I just wanted Cassie with one. I don't want everybody to have a stipulation. I don't want more than one Cassie and Riley match. I want most matches are going to be one-on-one, no exit. Hell in a Cell, Lita is Hell in a Cell KO. Yeah, I have that one. Hell in a Cell KO. So no escape cage for Atticus and Kelly. Cassie ref, Janice match, no escape cage for Addison Kelly, Janice match. So yeah, Sam and Eternal. Do you guys want a stipulation? No 2 out of 3 falls. Gregory. All right, we got 1, 2. Holy sheep shit. We got our final recorded promo, and then I'm bringing people from the back. Here we go. Final recorded promo is Count.
What the fuck is up, LTD? Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Count Threithnach, the quote-unquote charity case. Oh yes, indeed. Mordred Nightwalker would know a lot about charity cases. Him and his old pal, Judgment, would Start all of these small-time charities, taking money from poor people and skimming off the top to pad their own pockets. You know how Mordred Nightwalker says bank on it? That's 'cause he has the money from ill-gotten gains. Oh yes. Now, you didn't want me to expose that, Mordred? But come on, you're the East Coast bastard. It's true to form. History is written by the victors, and you have been the victor more than anybody else in this company. I am at the reverse of an 8-ball. But let's talk about something real. You want to talk about something real? Am I choked up or choked out? I don't know. You seem to have a flair for the dramatic. A Ric Flair for the dramatic. What is it? 16, 17, 18 retirements? I don't know. Who can keep count? What can we say with that? You come back, leave, come back, leave. Just pick one and stay retired. I'm not gonna call you old, though, Moldy Von Mordren, my dear friend. No, we go back. Now, you want to make fun of me and belittle my career? That's fine. No one in this company has a better career, has better accolades than you. That's fine. But on Saturday, I am going to turn the clock back. Do you remember the first gift of gab? When I knocked you out and I knocked out Andy Price? Ever since then we've met. You've choked me out. It's like it was personal to you. Yes, it was. And I've laid the groundwork with false sense of security. You're going into Saturday feeling confidence. You're feeling like the peacock, just walking in, having fun. That's good. That's where I want you to be. Because when you misunderestimate me, that's when I strike. Right to the dick. Oh yeah, that pecker checker is gonna... Oh wait, I don't even know. Does it work without Viagra, Mordred? Oh, I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't go for the old-time jokes. My apologies, everyone. Please forgive me. But come Saturday, you will know me as the two-time world champion. Count on it.
That was the final gift of gab round 1 promo. But the other day I made the announcement you could drop your third and final promo right here live. But wasn't that already Count's third one? If you count the fucking jingle, what's he trying to do with all this bullshit? It's not funny. Yeah. What's wrong with bald people, you guys? Yeah, come on. All right. I guess before we go into the match card, we have a special guest here. We have 5 people here ready to cut their final promo, but we have a special guest here that I didn't expect, and he's going to chime in on the tournament from live from vacation. What is this? What's going on here?
What is this? This isn't a mojito. I asked for a mojito. Get the hell out of here.
I'm confused. What is happening? Who's with me? Who is this? It's freaking Chance. What brings you here?
Well, asked for like one of those drinks with the umbrellas in it, and the lady didn't bring it to me, so I got upset and decided I wanted to break something. And where's the best place for me to break stuff? Here in LTD.
So, are you breaking news? What are you breaking? And yeah,
Um,
while you're here, let's get your opinion on round
well,
one of the Gift of Gab if
I
you want to
am
give
going to
your
break a
opinion. I know
little
you're
bit of
watching.
news, just a little bit of news, and that news is that yes, I am indeed watching. It has nothing to do with me in the wrestling ring at all whatsoever. So you guys can get that illusion out of your head. I am enjoying vacation way too much. My feet have not touched the ground in a good 4 months, and I like it that way. But to weigh in on everything that I've seen thus far, like literally from top to bottom, you guys have been killing it,
Fun.
killing it. There are some people that I have much, much higher expectations of than others. Cough, cough, Atticus. And I've been left a little bit disappointed by what I've seen, just a little bit. There could be some better delivery there. Cough, cough, Atticus. But you know, there are some people that I don't have very high expectations of that have been blowing me the fuck away. Joker being one of those people. I really don't expect a lot out of Joker. Not to be like rude or anything. I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to shit
Oh,
on
we
my
love
guy.
him. We've known Joker for what,
But
8 years.
he's never really been somebody that's gotten involved in this type of shit. So I don't have high
Yeah.
expectations of him really that much. But once he got started, man, he got to talking his shit. He was out there telling Dragonheart, like, bro, I've been here for 4 years. I'm a former world champion. You know, he got the listing off his accolades. And for a second, I was like, hey, yo, Joker, put that man down.
I'm
But
glad
you
he
know,
got in it, Chance. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm glad he got in it because we're going to look back a couple Gift of Gabs from now and be like, hey, remember when Joker got in that first one? Now look at him.
yeah, man, and like everybody, like I really want this to like sit with anybody that can actually hear my voice well enough, right? Like I don't care what level you are at when it comes to these promos. It doesn't matter if you're at the beginning. It doesn't matter if you are somebody that is at the top. Just do it. Just jump right on in there and talk your shit. Like as you see the people that are doing these things, the people that you look at as your betters, they will look at what you're doing and they will critique you positively or negatively, depending on the person. And if it is a negative critique, don't take it to heart. You know, it's just them letting you know, like, hey, this is where you fucked up.
It's a
But
game.
for the most part, like, just take that shit, listen to it, adjust accordingly, and you will blossom. I have seen a lot of people go from being some of the most mush-mouthed people you would ever imagine to being able to cut promos as if they were actually working on TV right now. Like it
Yeah.
is a very, very easy process to elevate in. You just have to stick to it. Do not get discouraged at any point at all.
Remember, it's for fun. And keep in mind, I look at my roster right now. There's at least a dozen other people that aren't in this competition that could really take it to another level. Like, I'll put 2 names right out there because they've done this in the W, Redneck Avenger and Cougar.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many people out there that could, and I know Riley, he's busy. What if Riley, Cougar, and RA were in his same competition today?
Oh man, this shit would be fire.
That's where we're getting to as an end goal. And I'm glad we're getting into it. And I've always loved your feedback too. So I'm glad you popped in, but it's like where we can take it next is like you just said, whatever level you're on, people that don't want to promo and just want to watch. There's a lot of people I've talked to. They were like, hey, I don't want to be in it, but I really enjoy watching it. And I'm like, cool. I need those people too.
Yeah, you know, and it's perfectly fine. You know, you don't have to be 100% engaged. Just as long as you're here and you are participating with your presence, that's enough, right?
That
There's some people out there that don't even want to do that much.
Yeah, that's
But
why everyone who's not in this competition, there's going to be, for the men, there's 48 guys who are running the competition. It's 2 20-man rumbles and a crazy 8 match, and then a triple threat. So they're going to have a mini tournament real quick to get us the next world title shot. For the ladies, there was 20 ladies there was 8 that were in, 20 that weren't. So those 20 that weren't, we're going to have a rumble, the next Battle Queen title shot. It's going to be the other 20. So I want to reward them too, because if we're doing a title shot, it's not really fair to everybody. And that's the one struggle that I had with doing this competition is I didn't want to alienate some people. But when it came to the third one, that's when I put my foot down and went, If you're even questioning joining, don't get in it. I want this one to be a shining example of what we expect. So I wanted the 16 and 8 women, 16 women that were the best of the best, that were comfortable promoing, that had the experience. So we had one to say, hey, everyone watch this one. And then the new people or people who've never been in eFeds, we got a bunch of those. So you got to keep that in mind. Everyone's not a writer or an eFedder. Some people are just here. Like we've picked up people just from the world, and Joey Plays might be another one because he's been coming around. Firestar isn't an eFedder, but she's called, we've brought people from outside the eFedding world. So you guys got to keep that in mind. There's a handful of people who are just happy to be here. They don't give a fuck if they win or lose, if they fight or not. They're just happy to be here, and I make them laugh or whatever. You know what I mean? We all make each other laugh.
Hey, Wally, I can't lose. I'm on vacation. I'm already winning.
Yeah, you're right. But here's the thing.
I'm
You're
testing
not
out a new
fired,
superhero. You guys like
and you're
that?
not fired, and you're technically not retired. I still live by my promise of not firing you or letting you retire.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna get around you.
Because
I'm gonna make the committee fire me one day.
Because you're still technically kind of tagged on real quick as a manager to Matt Storm one.
Hey, Sam Hacksaw, I know you can hear my voice out there, buddy. I am interested in taking you on as my second client. Let's talk business.
Well, if you'd be willing to give up clients and just have clients behind the scene, another idea we could do is throw Stripes on Chance, and he could be the second guest ref with Riley.
Oh no, I can't count. I can't count to three. It goes 1, 2.
Nacho,
Where's my drink?
Super Nacho normally he says they're not even numbers, so why even count? So shout out to him. All right, I appreciate you stopping. We'd sit here and talk all day, but I wanted your feedback. I'm glad you popped in. We got 5 final promos, and then I'm going to go over the results as we go through here. But keep the results in mind. The game's still deciding the winner. This is just to get, like, how many storylines or laughs or punchlines or one-liners have we found just this stream from these promos? So please, people, I encourage you.
I do want to give a little bit of props out there before
please
I take off. There was a very, very particular line that stuck with me from one Angelita. Hang on a second. I got to pull this one up again because that was fucking fire.
Yeah. So while he's pulling that up, what I was saying is keep doing the promos like this. Keep that TV channel is there for that reason. And the reason I started Gift of Gab is so you guys will realize what I want, how we can do a promo channel in the Discord and still incorporate it into the game, but not make it willy-nilly, but also have like feuds. That's why the first Gift of Gab wasn't you got the promo against anybody. It was why do I get in and why should I get back in? So it was very vague just to see how everyone interacts. This one was the first one. You're promoing against somebody. So that really took it to another level. So the next thing, I mean, there's more levels to it. I have a bunch of plans, different ways to go, but it depends on how the shows go. Did you find it?
I'm close to it. I'm getting there.
Yeah, so I mean, trust me, I have enough to talk about. It could take up another hour. We still have a show to do. I was going to ask, if we ever did like really long podcasts, if you guys would want me to do the actual show with matches the next day. But right now, I'm hyped for these matches. I want it to be right after. So that was just another thought. Keep in mind that the 3-ring circus is still coming, so you guys will all have to decide. Do you want to be in the tag division? The qualifiers for the tag. This is for 1 month. And while we're at it too, the difference in attributes for the Gift of Gab, it's just for this one match. Someone brought that up because they were like, how long is that going to be that we're going to lose attributes? And the game actually has the top 10 get a couple boosts too, so that may affect it too. So I'm going to set as soon as we're done here, I'm going to set the match card because now we got a couple stipulations. We're going to get a response from Dragonheart to see if Riley is going to be the ref because he's here to drop his final promo. Couple of them are already decided because all the promos are done and they're not here, but there's still a couple promo battles that are up in the air, and there's still a possibility of someone having 20, and there's still a possibility of someone having 0, where it's a tie. That's like the extreme, but most of the time it's going to be, for the purpose of even why we're doing it, to test it. It's either 5 attributes or 15. And like I said, I'm not just going to take one bar all the way down. I'm taking everybody equally down for all the different things until it hits 85 or until it hits 80 or until it hits 9. You know what I mean? But there'll be 11 matches, just straight up one-on-one, but some of them will have steps. I don't want a lot of steps. Do you find it?
Yep, it was in her first promo where she said, "I don't just cut promos, I carve epitaphs."
Epitaphs, yeah. I pointed that out. I highlighted that earlier. That's a great line.
The throne you'll never sit on. I read that and my brain was like, bars. Hashtag bars. Like Angelina's talking that talk right now, and I'm here for it. Like I pulled my seat as close to the television as possible. Like, oh my God. That was cooking right there. That line still sits with me to this day.
Yeah, I've said a million times in
Me 2 months
WrestleSense
from now, and I'll
podcasts.
still have that line on my brain.
If you surprise me, amuse me, and entertain me, that's a great wrestling show. And that's what this is kind of bringing in more of people's personalities. Like we've always talked about character development all the way back to the conversations. And you can only do so much in a live chat or in a group chat. So when we're doing these and you get a chance to actually have a structure of here's how you promo, go develop your character. We saw, the burning down of the building. We saw Count trying to have a talk show and inviting Mordred on. You know what I mean? Like I went into Discord and started a chat with each of the matchups and said, all right, guys, if you want to start or organize who goes first, who goes second, or say, hey, let's do this as one big promo and we're together at this certain location.
There was a good amount of them that I was reading, and I could tell that they were like working together because like the promos fit like right into each other, one after the next. And I just want to put it out there for everybody to hear it that shit works. Like it is one of the best things that you can do is get on the same accord with whoever you're talking with because you're going to deliver a great product. It's gonna feel right. And for the people reading it, they're going to enjoy both sides because they can tell that there's work being put in on both sides. Don't be afraid to add depth either, because that is always a good touch.
Everybody knows that. I've said it a million times. My federation is a little different because I wanted to welcome as many people in to test everybody against each other, but it's event based. It's month after month. You're just trying to see how many people can win the championships. And then now it's how many championships. Can you be a belt collector? Was the ultimate goal. Like Corey's only done. But like he just said, number one, if you want to do a feud, a storyline, an angle, an idea, DM me. And then let's get a group chat with me, you, whoever's involved, and talk about it first. It's like, wow, what a great idea. What a wild idea. And ever since we've been doing that, I started that back when we were doing the Carnival and Nightmares. I got a hold of everybody. It was in that group, put them in a group chat. Then we did that with the Madness. Before it started, I got everybody in a group, said, anybody got any ideas? So this is not my ideas. That's why I want your ideas too. Promos have been a part that were so hard to get back in because number one, egos were bumping heads and out of character stuff was bringing in. We still had a handful of people in the company that doesn't play well with others. So I couldn't do anything like this. So I just said, cut it out, do it in the live show. And that's it. Group chats are just for me to post links and stuff. So I did that for a couple years for a reason. It was so I could build to this. So I know a lot of people didn't like that. That's how I got rid of the people that wanted to run my show, told me how to act in my chat, told you guys how to act in the live chat. And I didn't like that. I wanted it to be my way because I had a vision and I want to build promos back into it because I know you guys loved it. This has been amazing. So we're going to get to the final promos.
Let's be honest, Blaze. You want to build the promos back into it because you love to see it also.
Yeah. That's why, if you guys have noticed, I've thrown in a couple things in the TV promo chat, like Blaze is behind a podium, and he's announcing what's going on this week, stuff like that. I want to set an example. If you guys don't catch on, I'll try to show you what I want. But you guys we have so many smart, amazing, incredible. That's why the first thing I wanted to do on my little saying that I said was imagination. I want you guys to use your imaginations, but there's a limit. We're in the year 2100. We have limited resources. The cities we're in are the only cities that are left on the planet. It's not called Earth. It's called Combat Kingdom. All that stuff's for a reason. And I have so many ideas I want to do, The game having issues is a whole nother problem, though. It's holding me back. And as much as I wanted to really dive into these promos and pick little things out and maybe start stories from this or that, but you guys did most of it on your own. I just sat there in those group chats with each matchup and watched you guys talk about, all right, what do you want to do? Oh, I don't want to do nothing. Let's just promo. Okay. What do you want to do? I'll go first. You go second. You know, what do you want to do? Oh, let's do this setting. Oh, I loved it. Like people were learning from each other, making friends too. Sam and Ryan have really made a connection, and you see in their little promos how they're working off each other now. I have a plan for that feud too. So keep watching that one. Plus now I'm building off a gift of gab. Jay Savage is going to fight Andrew Dubs. Jay Savage gave me this idea because he promoted too late. This is made by a mistake. He promoted too late, and I said, wait a minute. I can either let him in and bring his challenger in and just have an 8-on-8 and nobody can promo back in. No second chance promo. But I love that part. So I said, you know what? This will be an extra part. So this Saturday, Jay Savage, I've talked about it throughout the show, but those who don't know, Jay Savage had an open challenge. And he made that AI video too, which was so cool. So Jay Savage, Dubs answered it. So Dubs, who was going to be in this, him and Leo Angel were both going to be in this. They said, you know what? I'm going to sit back and watch this one and get in the next one. The next one is going to be crazy. But Jay Savage is going to fight Dubs. They're going to have all week to promo again. It's gift of gab rules now. So they'll have all week to promo. They fight each other. And then after that fight, I'm going to give the open challenge to somebody else that wants to promo. Then someone's going to accept their open challenge. The winner of this Jay Savage match and the new match, they'll get an internet title shot. So I can use the gift of gab on the way too, before a gift of gab event. If you guys see my vision, any last words, Chance?
Just keep cooking with these
hold
promos.
on. It's not over, but I want to do this. Had to go at the end of the day with Chance.
I use that one a lot. I can't help it.
I know. It's all right.
At the end of the day, you guys are cooking. Don't stop. I'm firmly seated on the other side of your stovetops, waiting to smell what you guys are cooking in that kitchen. So keep these promos coming. And if you are someone who is timid, if you deal with issues and you're hesitant, whatever it may be, there's a good amount of people out there that are willing to assist. Just reach out to myself, Mordrin, Count, Tiny. The list goes on. There's a good amount of people in this community that are willing to help out. But if you do reach out to me specifically via Discord, then hit one of those other names up also so they can tell me that you did it. Because I ignore Discord sometimes. I forget it exists on my phone. Very bad with that. Very, very bad with that.
Yeah. Learn to promo, don't promo, or help other people promo, whatever level you're on. That's what I want this to be, all in fun. Carrie Barrett's in the house. And that brings up a point I haven't talked about. I appreciate you popping on, Chance.
Always, man. You know I love this show.
All right, my man. Take care. Bow buns. Yeah. There is a handful of people that don't have Discord. Unfortunately, it's tough to do this without Discord. There will be extenuating circumstances where I can try to, if someone that doesn't have the Discord, where there's only a handful of them that maybe still want to do this but don't have Discord, because that promo channel that I showed you today, that's the basis of the entire thing. Final promos as we go through here, and I'll also talk about a few that are finalized already and the scores. So here's your match card for tonight. Matt Storm and Austin Bagwell. There are 5 people here to do their promos. We are going 3 hours. I'm sorry, but this has been a great show. I mean, this is what we want. We'll find ways to condense it, make it better, or maybe do just a women gift of gab by itself and then a men's by itself or something so we can space it out. Because let's be honest, guys, I'll be honest, it's hard to read 57 promos and remember them all and work off them. So we may isolate people for these gift of gabs and just have little ones, just like I'm doing with Jay Savage. You can do outside feuds, but I'll set specific quote unquote gift of gab feuds where these rules apply, and we'll focus on this. Cowboy down. All right, Matt Storm versus Austin Bagwell. Neither are here to have their last promo, But I will tell you, Matt Storm, Austin Bagwell, they are going to have a Janice Madness match, but it will be Matt Storm versus Austin Bagwell minus 10. All right, now here's where I'm telling people, don't get butthurt if you lost the promo battle. It's me and 3 other people, and the votes, it's an opinion. So there's half of these, listen, there's 11 battles. Half of these battles could go either way. This does not determine the match. The game will determine the match, and we'll do it business as usual. This is just to add fun and story and comedy and stuff like that. So please don't get butthurt. Don't take it personal. It's just a game. If you're down by 5, 10, or 15, because that's the 3 results we have. There is an opportunity, though, of one still being a 0 or a 5. But Austin Bagwell will be a 90. Matt Storm will be 100 going into this match. SJ Ray and Whisper, our second match. So what I say? It was Austin minus 10. Both did. This was tough because there was one judge that was lopsided towards one more than the other. Like there was a lot of balance stuff on some, like two judges had -5 for this person, 2 judges had -5 for that person. So it's either 5 to 15, and we can do 7 or 8 or 6, but I just use the rounded off numbers because of the average. There's me, there's 3 judges, and then there's your votes that took this into consideration. And everyone that loses the match also has another opportunity to fight with the second chance promos, which will be in the promo in the Discord from today until Wednesday. Wednesday, we need to know who the semifinals are. After Wednesday's show, then you'll have Thursday and Friday, 2 days to promo for the finals. All right. Yeah, Harvey Gibson won 30. Yeah, so that doesn't matter as much. 38, I think it was, but who's counting? So this one here, Whisper is minus 10. So same thing. SJ Ray will be 100. Whisper will be a 90. But Whisper, that doesn't mean you didn't do a good job. Whisper's promos were out fucking outrageous. They were amazing. I'm super impressed. I didn't even know Whisper had that in her. So everyone's impressed with Whisper. SJ Ray, just because she did the video didn't make her win. It was the content in the video from the discussion I had. Some of the things that she said, she got the comedy, the references. SJ Ray did a very well-rounded job. Like I said, not only the video, but also the content, the words, the story, the character development. So SJ Ray starts with a 10-point lead. Ryan Mannion, Sam Hacksaw. We heard the back and forth. This one was super close. I've talked about this one throughout the show enough that I play tested these 2 guys, and I said, you know what? Let's have a feud with these 2 and put them in a group chat before I did Gift a Gab, before I even announced the Gift a Gab. And I said, let's play test it. Let these 2 guys prepare behind the scenes. How should we promo? What should we promo about? What's the setting? Is that okay with Blaze? And it's not because I want to be a dictator and tell you how to do it. There's certain limitations. The unwritten rules: no religion, no politics, no actual attacks, no out of character use as an attack. Those are the main rules. You know what I mean? So Ryan Mannion, by a slim, ended up getting the -5. Sam did a great job. Ryan did a great job, both in their written and their audio promos. this one was a toss-up. I think if we get 5 different judges, Sam would be -5. You know what I mean? This one could have been the first 0, but there was a little bit more in the voting overall towards Sam edging out Ryan. And I think Sam kind of, from the heart, his promo was. He was really, he used the curse words. He has his style. His accent is great. I already said that. But Ryan Mannion did some fantastic things too. And I think I have a plan for this feud. I told you, we'll see how it goes. But Ryan Mannion -5 is the boost. Yeah, both did well. Both did very well. It was very, very close. Andy Price and Shadow Press. This one right now is on the verge of possibly being a deadlock 0. Andy Price has the opportunity live right now, and don't feel bad either way if it's still a 0 after this. Andy Price has his final promo right now. I'm going to put him up. Give him the opportunity to have up to 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. They're going to be on the clock for Andy. His final promo. And then we won't find out. We won't find out probably these ones until we get to the game and I tell you what the difference is. Because after this, I'll converse with the committee and see either that or, yeah, I'll just do that. And then we'll have the result during the game. You'll have to watch the show to find out the result for Andy, Count, Tiffany, and Mordrin, Andy, Count, Tiffany, and Dragonheart. Those are our 5 promos right now. Here's your first one. We got 5 live promos to close out the show. Here's your first one. Andy Price, 3 minutes.
I'm there. You live right? I'm good. Okay. Okay, Shadow. You said your piece. I'll say mine. You're right. It could end with just 1 punch, but it also could end with 1 very, very hard knee to the dome. As I said, we're 2 sides of a coin, which means we both know each other's strengths, we know each other's weaknesses. We can almost call us twins. But the differences between you and me, Shadow, is I need this win. I have been searching since that incident where everything changed. When some guys who thought they want to make impact decided to blow stuff up. And it hurt. So I've had to wander the wilderness. I've had to ask people have been asking me, why, Andy? What's happening? And I've had to be responsible for them. I've had to go off and join the madness to find something. But now, I have found something. And I don't need any madness. I don't need any MAD. All I need has been staring me back in the mirror. It's been me. As I said, this isn't about the future. This isn't about the past. This is about the dang present. So, Shadow, get ready. Because what we are going to do today is not going to echo just for a week, just for a month. It's going to echo in eternity. So I'm ready, Shadow. Are you? And that's all I'm going to damn well say.
All right, there you go. With a minute to spare, he did it in 2 minutes. Good job. Yeah, that's what she said. Good job, Andy Price. So that'll go to submit to the judges to see, will there be a difference? Right now, that one's super close. So it's either going to be 0, -5 for Andy or -5 for Shadow. That's probably what it's going to be. So you guys kind of know the result, and great stuff from Andy. I mean, you gotta give him credit. You gotta give him credit. Yes, Andy, he walked through the wilderness, found himself. I dig it. I dig it. All right, let's keep it rolling. Tiffany and Diamond Sky. Tiffany and Diamond Sky. This one is kind of interesting. I have people torn right now between these two promos. So this one, kind of the same scenario. It's kind of close. Tiffany can make up a little ground here. Right now, it looks like it might be in Diamond's favor, maybe Tiffany's favor. It's up in the air. So here's the final promo. We got 3 minutes on the clock. The final promo for Tiffany Sky Caliber. Just let me know when you're done, just like he did. End it, leave silence. You got up to 3 minutes to drop your final promo for the judges. Here is. Oh, we're making history here. It is. Oh no. Wait, it just went. They will need to connect. I can't add you to the stream right now, Tiff. Whatever you did, it won't. I can't add you. Try turn it. It says device not connected for Tiffany. We might have to come back to you, Tiff. It says they will need to connect their mic or cam before you can add them to the stream. Oh, who'd I just lose? Oh, Andy, he's done. All right. Tiffany, try to jump out and jump back in, Tiff. Jump out and jump back in because it wasn't giving me the opportunity to add you. I think you tried to put your camera on. I saw your camera for a second and then it went away. So your signal strength might not be able to handle the camera. On or off cam, in or out of character. You guys joining these shows make these amazing. I don't want them all to be 3 hours, but like I said, we're still testing out how to use the gift of gab, whether it's challenge by challenge, just to have a gift of gab feud going on at all times. And you guys can volunteer to be like the next to come in for an open challenge and stuff like that. Wait a minute. We have an adjustment. We have an adjustment made. So we might not, Tiffany can't make it back on. She might not get her last promo here. But like I said, it's really up in the air. We have an adjustment. There was the third promo that Ryan Mannion sent me privately that he basically just dropped. It's not letting me put you on, Tiffany. It says they will need to connect their mic cam before I can add them to the stream. It's not letting me add you now, Tiffany. Something's wrong with your. Oh, that sucks. Like I said, you're right now neck and neck. It's the same thing. It's 0 or it's 5 either way with Tiffany and Diamond. I really want you to get on here, Tiff, but it's not. I mean, it just won't let me do it. It's having an error right over you. So now it will be Sam. It'll be Sam that'll have -5. Ryan's final promo swayed 3 of the judges to change, and I didn't even get to vote. So it doesn't matter where I vote because that's enough to sway it from Ryan to Sam. So -5, Sam. Ryan will be 100, Sam will be a 95. I mean, that's how quick it can change, but they both did a great job is what everyone's been saying too. So that last promo, like I said, I got the committee on the phone, so we did have a change. Tiffany, try to jump back in again or go into the live chat. And Tiff said, hold on, she's going to join from mine. Oh, okay. However you can. We'll come back to her. I think we got one more we can do before that. No, you have to give StreamYard permission to use your camera because as soon as she turned her camera on, it turned her off. It took her out of there. If she tried to come back in without the camera on, maybe it'll work. Totes and LV Perro, that one's over. Totes has a chance to drop another promo. He only did 2. But even with only 2, and Vipero looked like he would win it's about the same. Actually, Vipero narrowly won the vote from you guys in the Discord. So it is Totes versus Vipero -5. And that's the thing, man. I mean, most of them were pretty damn close. I thought there was going to be a couple more that were going to be 15 or 20, and that they're all close now too because it's I said I wanted people that were experienced and knew what they were doing. So, and you guys heard this one was great. It was funny. They went back and forth and they knew each other. So I knew putting those against each other, that'd be a good one. All right. So right now the stipulation is in the air for a Riley referee match. That would be enough. We got 3 extra stipulations. And we have 2 referees. That's good. 5 special matches out of the 11. We're good. Looks like a badass Nicola. So here is our next promo. Dragonheart has one more promo to drop. He's going to have 3 minutes on the clock. Up to 3 minutes. Just let me know when you're done or end it with silence. I'll just drop you out. You have 3 minutes to try to, and I'll let you know how this one's going after Dragonheart is done and see if we have a result, or you may have to wait for the actual show to know what this one is. We may not have the result on here, but here's the final promo. Oh, you're on. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to Tiffany. Here's the final promo of Tiffany. All right, here's the final pro. You can change the name. Edit name and headline. I can do it. I didn't realize I could do that. There we go. All right, 3 minutes on the clock for Tiffany. Final promo. The floor is yours, hon. Take it away.
Tiffany Sky hears her song, walks to the ring. Tiffany Sky sees Diamond. Your time is now. I will face you. Let's give LTD the best show that they came for to watch. I'm proud to share the ring with you. I will fight you over and over. I'm not afraid of you, Diamond Sky. Bring your A game because I will bring mine. I respect you. You are you good in the ring, one of the hell fighters. I come to win your belt. Me and my team won Stable Boys. Good luck, Diamond Sky. See you again soon.
Tiffany Sky Caliber dropping the knowledge on. That was fire. That was pretty dope. Big shout out to Tiffany. Face reveal, promo reveal. on the live stream. Thank you, Joker, for helping her out. That's incredible. That's what it's all about. Whether it's your first time promoing, if you promo for 11 or 12 years, and that was within right around a minute and a half. Still with no, she had 30 seconds. She dropped that shit. All right. Great stuff by Tiffany. We'll have the result of Tiffany's during the show. I'll let you know what the difference is. Now we have another 3 minutes on the clock. And the result for this one also will probably be in the game because we got to wait for the committee to decide. Here we go. Dragonheart's third and final promo for his battle with Joker, up to 3 minutes. Joker, the Dragonheart, the floor is. Yeah, I know Toad said he had to leave, but he still won. I mean, he still won the battle. You don't have to do 3. It's up to 3 promos. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, Dragonheart has to approve it, Joker. That's what's on the table right here. He can say no. He has all the right to say no. I want to fight you in a regular match. Or maybe he'll come back and say, instead of Riley as ref, I want this. And then you'll have to either approve it or not. But I would love to see Riley as ref. Let's see what Dragonheart has to say. 3 minutes on the clock. Ready? Gift of gab. Go.
Joker? You really want to make this a New York City affair? I got news for you. If it's New York City you want, then I'll give it to you. But I'll raise up the ante. With Riley Wolf as a referee? How about this? Why don't we do it New York City style and fight it out in the streets, falls count anywhere in a lethal match? That is, if you're game.
I was just going to say, I actually do have a lethal special guest ref already programmed. So a lethal special guest ref with Riley. We'll see if that's a possibility here. Let's see where we're at. Actually, they both should be lethal. Goddess and Carmen should be too. Just to eliminate the possibility. Let me make sure I have one. I knew I did one in 24. I don't know if I actually made one in 25. But I know I used all 50 fucking matches already. One-on-one. No, I didn't. I need a special guest ref, lethal special guest ref match. I have the Janice match one-on-one. I can do see, here's a point where I got to start 5-way matches are the ones I'm going to end up getting rid of. I only have 3 of them. 5-way submission match. How often will I have that one? So does it have special guest on here, or do you set it? I haven't done a special guest. Can we do a special guest? So I think you do normal one-on-one, right? Actually, they don't have special guests. It might have to be a regular match. Is there a way to set a special guest? It might have to be a regular match, Dragonheart, if there's a ref. Because I don't think there's a way to do a... No, there's no special guest ref on here. No custom special guest ref matches. There's a whole section of special ref matches and matchmaking. But that would be out there. I can only, this is only in, what do you mean? Here, let's do this. You mean when you're doing in play mode? I need in universe mode. All I can do in universe mode is select special guest ref or a custom match. And if that's what I'm saying, if I can't make a custom match, look, I go new. Where's special guest ref here? I don't see it. It's not there. So if I go normal one-on-one, where in here would it be special guest? Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. So there's nowhere to make a custom special guest ref match. You guys see what I'm saying? So I need to do it in universe mode. All right, we'll see if we can figure out a way to do it in between the shows. But it doesn't look like we'll be able to do it. Yeah, if you figure it out, I'll do it, but I don't think there's a way to do it. I just showed you. Oh, no, you're not. I thought I was, I'm here playing the game like, oh, that's what I'm showing them. Habit. 1,200 and how many? 1,245 shows. Atticus and Kelly Mavericks. Real quick, that was another super close one. So Atticus and Mavericks both did phenomenal job. It's Atticus -5. So Atticus will be down 5 points. He'll be a 95. Mavericks will be. It was super. That was another one. Like I've been saying, was super close. They did amazing. Atticus impressed a lot of people. Mavericks' last promo may have pushed him over the edge to get that 5-point advantage. So Kelly Mavericks will go with a 5-point advantage over Atticus. We're going to skip this one and do this one first. Just a reminder, 3-ring circus. That is after this event, starting, well, anytime, technically next Saturday at the Gift of Gab finals, we will finalize who's in the tag division, who's in the G6 division, who's in the mixed tag division, and who's singles for the triple threat briefcase. What do you mean? You figured it out? How would I do it? How would I do it, Count? If I can do it, I'll do it. I just don't know if I'll be able to do it. Kelly, bring me on for half a minute. What?
Okay, so you go to edit the match, and then you go to a match type. One of the headings on the list is special guest referee. Go down that one till you get to special guest referee, falls count anywhere, one-on-one, which will be pretty much the lethal match you want in universe. Yeah, you can do this in universe when you're editing the match card of a show.
Hold on, I'm editing match number 1 right now.
And then go to, I think it's the third option. It's the second bottom right.
It's actually the 8th match, so let me do it on the 8th match here. Let me test it. All right, then I go to special guest referee, right?
Yep. Special and then go down to falls count anywhere, one-on-one.
Falls count anywhere, one-on-one.
And then we'll tell you, see, it brings it up, and then you press continue, and then you can do some minor editing with the triangle button for the match options.
All right, hold on.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can put a custom arena, but I think your show should have the arena, so that probably doesn't matter.
True. So would you say do triangle?
And then you can change the ring announcer if you want. You can do the specials, entrances on, referee meter.
So
So
you
you
got
can
a false count anywhere, but the only thing it's missing is wait. What else did he say? He said he wanted a lethal match, KO.
Yeah, the only thing it won't be able to be KO will only be pinfall and submission, which is the only. I think there's a no hold barred, but I don't know if that will count as false count anywhere. So you'd have to pick one or the other.
Okay, so we have. All right, thank you.
Hey, no worries, bud.
Get the fuck out of here.
I will.
So we got. Oh, Dragonheart left. 1-on-1. What if it's just Extreme Rules? They have that. 1-on-1 Extreme Rules. We're going to do Extreme Rules. Close enough. It doesn't have KO, but we'll do a. Wait, where is it at? Joker Extreme Rules. And we'll do that for Cassie too. Extreme Rules. All right, so Crushing Kelly. This is a fucking 4-hour show. Crushing Kelly and Lita. This one again. There was like so many. Like I said, 5 of these 11, or 6 of them were like super close. But some judges were one side. Some judges were a little bit the other side. Some said 0. But this one is. This one was so. I mean, I can't. This one was so close. Literally, once again, keep in mind, if I pick 5 more judges, this one could be -5 going the other way. But it will be Hell in a Cell KO, because that's my I have a custom match for that. It's Crushing Kelly versus Lita, -5. So Kelly got the win in the edge barely in the promo battle. And now, keep in mind, the match still decides everything. And don't worry, because everyone gets another chance to get back in, especially with the women, because the women, that one good promo, I mean, to get back in, it's only going to be one promo. But the get back in, second chance promo for the ladies takes them right to the finals. For the men, it just puts them in one of the final semifinals. All right, so I can, at least I know I can do that. Let me get back out of here, right where I'm setting the match card. All right, trying to save some time. All right, the final one, and according to my count pun, Mordrin has 1 promo left. Count does not, but we know Count is here. This could get off the hinges, people, but let's see if I can keep this in order. Mordrin has 3 minutes on the clock. Here is Mordrin Nightwalker, our world champion's final promo. 3 minutes. Just let me know when you're done, or just shut up. I'll take you out of here. You know the deal. This one, same scenario as the majority, the 6. It could be 0. It could be -5 Mordrin. It could be -5 Count. This could sway it a little bit right here. Here we go. 3 minutes to go. Mordrin Nightwalker, the East Coast Bastard, your LTD World Champion. I know, I can't help but bring the drama. Go.
What the fuck is up, LTD? It is, of course, the East Coast Bastard, the LTD Champion, Mordrin Nightwalker. And break out the yellow tape, because no count is safe. Because it's very simple. I've been listening to what you've been saying, Count. And it's interesting that your most entertaining comments are parodies of my own. But then that shouldn't be a surprise, because your entire life is a parody. You're a parody of a fighter. You're a parody of a world champion. And that's all you're ever going to be, is a parody and a victim. Because while you sit there and make jokes, you can't even get your own facts right. I've actually defended the title twice in this reign already, which is what I'm required to do by the committee. Unlike you, who couldn't even show up to a required event and left. So again, all you're doing is stating the facts of why I am better than you. Now we go to the gift of gab. And we both said it. Yes, you won the first. And you can try and tell yourself that you're giving me a false sense of security, but it's not security. It's a real sense of superiority, like I've had our entire careers. Because you take away that first gift of gab win because a broken clock is right twice a day. And that's actually one more time than you're right. So I'm going to sum this up short and sweet for you. We are going to go to war, and I know that. But at the end of the day, I am going to still be the world heavyweight champion. Bank on it.
There you have it, folks. The world champ doing what he does best. He does it in the ring. He backs it up on the mic. And I don't even like the fucking guy. I've been at odds with him forever. You know, I'm kind of, you know, people. I don't want to agree with Count and be fed up with, you know, everyone kissing Mordrin's ass. But hey, he's earned what he's gotten. He's come back from retirement. I give credit where credit's due, even though we have differences. I got respect for the man. And he did drop the end of the day, but it's not the end of the day because someone else thinks he wants the last word. And the judges will get back to me on those who I did not announce the difference, but I am hearing this from the judges. And let me just, Kelly is happy. Like I said, it was very close. They're saying that one is the closest one. And it is only part of the battle, not the war. She has to, yeah, that was a quick promo too. That was the 3-minute warning. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Angelita knows what it's all about. Mordrin did drop some nukes just now too, as always. But technically, both men have had their 3 promos. So I have all the right to just cut Count out and not let him come on to rebuttal right now. But I can't do that. That wouldn't be right. But the judges have let me know, and it all speaks for himself. All 3 promos from both. Everything has been fulfilled in the rules of the gift of the gab. Count Z by a slim margin will be down -5. Mordrin has won the battle. Count will be -5. However, here's the word about Lita and Kelly. Because like I told you guys, it was 5-15, right? It could be 0, it could be 20. There's no 1, 2, 3, or 4. If there was a 1, 2, 3, or 4, Kelly would only, Lita would only be -1, they're saying. So that's how close Kelly and Lita's was. So Kelly is going to go in with a 5-point attribute lead. However, it could be only 1 next time we do this. If you guys like that process, it's only part of the battle, just like Angelita said. But all right, I know if I put this as a poll, your guys are going to say yes, let him speak. So it's already over. You're going down 0.5. What the fuck do you have? Oh, Jesus.
Hello. I don't really have much to say. Mordrin's a busy world champ. I don't want to take up too much of his time, but I want you to know, Mordrin, I have a special thing for you. Tonight, at ringside, there will be a wheelchair, because after I take my world title from you, you'll be wheeled around by your daughter. You want to play patty cakes, and you can get your father-daughter's time in. You know, I feel like I know why you've retired and come back and retired and come back. It's because you have so many kids and so many mouths to feed. So let me help you with that. You can spend more time with your children in that wheelchair.
I mean, hold on. If that's the way it's going to be, going to be, even though it's already decided. You're.
Oh no, he can win the battle of words. I'll win the battle of the body.
Okay, but you know, I can't let him get the last word. Everyone
Don't.
But to see here, we might as well let shit fly. I get the power to do this. That's why.
What the fuck is up this morning? Ha ha!
What do you know? It's the walking, talking parody.
So now
I am a parody.
Instead of one person having rules in 3 minutes,
I am the parody, but parodies
another
are
one
funny.
having rules. Now it's just these two talking trash.
You see, you may say you're funny, but you see, here's the difference. We're stepping in a ring where it's combat, not comedy. And
Oh, don't worry.
Is where you fail.
I have the gift of jabs and the gift of gab. I will knock you out and make you hand me the title. It'll be sad. All your fans will cry. All your sycophants will have no one else to worship. Maybe they'll worship me afterwards.
You see, you bring up about why I came back. It has nothing to do with my family because it's the most successful one in this company. Go check the record books before you try to speak because I'm not done yet. I come back because at twice the age, I still have more desire in my right hand than you have had in your body to go to combat with people.
I pick my battles well, but when I pick them, I win. And tonight will be no different.
Really? You see, because I can name several lately, especially when I've been involved. You haven't won. You've been out.
Thank you for all those naps. That was lovely. You are right there. You have choked me out and choked me up multiple different times. But tonight is not going to be a rewind of that. No, it's very much different.
No. You see, because tonight, to quote the old saying, it's going to be second verse, same as the first.
Second verse, same as the first, but Mordred Nightwalker's knees get worse. That's what this parody is going to propel you forward.
Hey, they can get worse as long as I can still dislocate that jaw of yours with a knee shot.
Oh, you won't even miss it. Every chin check is going to miss tonight. It's destined.
Have you learned yet, Count? I don't need the chin check to beat you. See,
No,
that's
you
what people
don't.
thought when I faced Shadow Press. I needed the chin check. I punted him in the head. When I went up against Shadow Man, J-Dog, everyone thought, look for the chin check, look for the chin check. I choked him out. What have I done to you lately? I haven't hit you with a chin check. I've choked you out.
Yes, that's true. But you want to talk about being a world champion and how I, didn't show up to that event? Well, you understand, I was a champion for almost 4 months, and I defended my title twice, if not 3 times every month. Well, you are, getting the big dog old-timer discount. I see. Favoritism by the committee. I'll make sure it ends tonight.
You can take that complaint up with them. When they say show up, I show up. Hell, I show up when I'm not even supposed to. We mentioned the Shadow Man situation. I gave him that opportunity. That wasn't from the committee. That was from me.
And he failed. And that's sad for Shadow Man, but I will not be a repeat of J-Dog.
Oh, no, you're right. You won't. He actually at least beat me recently. You won't be repeating that.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight.
All
can bank on that.
All right. Enough Gandalf and a leprechaun. Let's end this shit right here. I need some help. Chance, can you come in and please help me regain order?
I got the tequila right over here.
Short in stature.
Your dad. It's your son to help regain order, please.
Carmel, get over here and grab your grandpa. He's losing it again.
Leprechaun was fitting for him. Short in stature, short in achievement, and short in ability.
Hey, I got to do the one thing that I've always wanted to do on a wrestling show. That old classic last line. We're out of time. See you at the show. You just got blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed.
Blaised. Get blazed.